then I can have a dance
You would.
party.
Alrighty.
Great.
So,
Demon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we all have
Camera
crazy. Your
hate
lights look
that.
awesome.
alright. In the last chapter of the Arcane Archives, the party visited and experienced the opulent Butal, a very lavish inn and resort in the heart of Celeria. The reason for their visit was to meet with Chester Ekron to discuss their plans to potentially infiltrate the Bureau, an idea he did not think too fondly of. The party did catch someone spying on their group, a young mage named Tejit, as he was studying in the library. He said he was spying so that he could potentially tag along with them to visit Frayes. Frayes being a town that Chester wants the party to investigate, due to the mayor not having any contact with Celeria for a month or so. Chester informed the party that there was also some link between the Goliath, who died, the Goliath and some link between the Goliath that killed Sven and this odd occurrence in the town, so it would benefit the party to look into it as well. Zio accompanying Chester as he returned to his chambers to receive a letter from his mother. After a short discussion and Chester receiving a communication vestige for the party, Zio was greeted by King Salias himself outside of Chester's room as he asked if Lord Vunra had a moment to speak. And that is where we will pick up the session.
This is where Zio dies.
I just wanted to say really
Good
quick
luck.
because I looked out at the stream when like the overlay went wonky and it just threw me to the DM spot. And if it wasn't the intro, I'm the DM now.
If it wasn't a serious part.
Yeah.
So, Zio, as you are standing there, you see King Salias. Again, his guards are at the end of the hall. As Chester is behind you, what would you like to do?
And he, if I'm correct in remembering last session, he asked if we could have a word.
His exact words were, Lord Vunra, would you have a moment to speak?
Seeing him, I will look over and give a bow, and I will reply to him and say, "Of course, Your Highness."
Very well, then follow me. Chester, I'm certain that you are finished here. Of course, sir. I was just retiring for the night. Very well. As he turns around and Chester kind of looks at you, and he gives you a look. I don't know.
I'll kind of just nod my head and give a slight wave and turn and follow the king.
And as you pass, you swear under his breath, you just hear good luck.
Oh.
As Chester's door behind you locks, there's like 14 padlocks. No, just the door shuts behind you as you leave. As you get to the end of the hall where the two guards are, as both of you walk through the door, the guards do follow behind. As you go through a couple hallways, walking through the castle, King Doro speaks to you. So, how long have you been in the city?
Are you speaking since we've returned?
Yes. I understand, according to Chester, that you were exploring Murk Meadow Springs, if it were.
Correct, yes. We traveled out to Murk Meadow to try and chase down a lead. And we got back into Celeria. DM, was it a... We haven't even been here at night, have we?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, we got back in Celeria earlier today.
And how was your travels?
Eventful.
Did you find what you were hoping to locate?
Ecclesias certainly did, but unfortunately the rest of us didn't end up getting the information that we were hoping for.
How unfortunate. It's a pity to have time wasted.
Well, it seems like that time that we may have wasted gave Chester enough time to find us another lead.
Well, he is quite good at that.
Certainly seems so.
And he turns to you, and I hear congratulations are in order that your friend was successfully resurrected. Much contrary to Lord Nudald.
Yeah, that didn't go exactly as we'd hoped, but he is back, and for that I am thankful.
Yes, I had heard of the complications. Someone to keep tabs on now. But having your friend back in the land of the living is more than most can say.
That is true, and I apologize in advance if this causes you any hardships for having to keep an extra eye out in your own.
It is
Kingdom.
quite alright. It is not something that I will be personally watching.
Of course.
At this point, you haven't walked back through the main hall. You're walking through some sort of back hallways as you get to a fairly small wooden door. As he walks in and he tells the guards, "You can both stay out here. I will be quite all right." As he ushers you into the room.
I'll follow his lead.
So as you go in, he follows behind you and shuts the door. And what you see is two large windows, and then in the center is a fireplace. You see a couple modest bookshelves and two large leather chairs sitting in front of the fireplace as the fire crackles. As you start to hear very subtle raindrops hitting the large glass windows. As he walks in, he goes, "Please, have a seat." As you see in the table in the middle of the two chairs is a bowl that has different fruits and nuts in it, as well as a bottle of Vundra wine and two glasses.
Thank you very much, and I will take a seat.
He sits down as well, and he leans over and he grabs the bottle and he uncorks it.
I see you are a man of great taste.
You know, that was not very humble, but you are right. Your family's wine is quite delicious.
Unfortunately, I can't take that achievement for myself. It is the fruit of labor that came from my parents, more specifically my mother.
He finishes pouring your drink and he starts pouring his own. Well, that may be true, but it is a mantle that you will have one day, no?
Maybe.
Do you have any other brothers or sisters?
No, I don't. So I suppose one day I guess it will have to come to me, but I'm hoping to make my own mark.
Well, we can always make our own mark with a helping hand from those who came before.
That is true.
As he leans back in the chair, as he starts, enjoying the wine, he swirls it around and smells it, has a few sips. As he looks at you, "Now, excuse me, but I'm used to you having some sort of armor or weaponry with you, and you're looking quite presentable for royalty. Where is your gear?"
It currently is at the opulent Bhutal. The party and I needed to stop there, and that's where we met up with Chester.
Oh. Are you all staying there then?
From my understanding, we should be leaving by the end of the day.
Well, it's nighttime, so I would hope you'd stay till morning.
Well, given that I am not back and I'd hoped that they'd wait for me, maybe we will be staying the night, although unfortunately our funds are a little bit tight to be staying at the opulent Bhutal.
Well, Lord, may I call you Zio?
Of course, Your Highness.
No, please call me Salias.
Salias.
If you do head back and you are going to stay, just for you, as I feel that staying anywhere else in town is a little low for your stature and your name, just tell them to put the suite under my name.
That is most gracious of you.
He takes a sip of his wine. While you were out on your adventures, did you or any of your party members hear of any rocking of the boat, if it were, throughout the land?
Well, we stopped by a small town on our way to Merk Meadow, and it seemed to be the typical goings-on of a small farming town. But in Merk Meadow, it definitely seemed a bit unruly. Of course, this is my first time visiting, but it didn't seem... The guards, for example, they seemed to be just men of the city that had been paid off to turn a blind eye to some things and enforce what we would consider laws to others.
Well, unfortunately, my rule is harder to enforce in some areas than other. So I have more than less abandoned the instruction on that town.
I understand. Is there any particular reason why you don't try to enforce it more?
It's a lawless town, but a town that provides for itself well enough.
Does seem so.
On that note, what do you think of the expansion that I have begun that so many have fought?
Question for you, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Is this referring to something in the past, or is this something that Zio hasn't heard of?
No, he mentioned before, like, the roadways and more towns and structures and stuff like that. Just expanding out of the constructed zone for the most part.
Okay.
And you recall back, like, when you are walking and eventually you get to a point where the cobble road turns into, just dirt, and you can generally see at the end of the path that there's, either people working or, so on.
Okay. Well, I think that it's natural to want to expand your kingdom and make it greater than it was when you picked up your helm. I don't think that there's anything wrong with this.
And what do you think the favor would be, and the opinion of those in New Thrawn?
I see. Well, I know that there's still some who are not happy with the outcome of the war, but generally, as long as your border remains where it is, and so does Uthran's, I think that expansion in both kingdoms is possible. and I think that most would welcome it. We just don't want to see our borders pushed back any further.
On that same note, correct me if I'm wrong, but the leader of Uthran, at least the city, a mayor, yes, and influenced quite heavily by the nobles of the city.
I'm going to guess that's correct, DM.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, of course you're right.
And how does that work to have such a high-standing city influenced by nobility?
Well, of course, many of us nobles have gained our title through not blood, but our wealth. And having a government that is influenced heavily by those with such high economic standings promotes growth of the economy in Uthran.
If I'm not mistaken, his name is Emirius, Grand Duke Emirius. Am I correct?
Yes, that is the mayor of Uthran, correct.
And his last name would be, let me check my notes.
And send that over to me, please.
I already have. Excuse me, his first name would be Emerson Rutherford.
Emerson, of course. I must have slipped my mind.
It's quite alright. I was thinking of someone else.
As was I.
Now, even though it could promote prosperity, don't you think that opens the door for unfair practices or skewed judgment?
Definitely so. But the nobles of Uthran are not the ones who control it completely. Yes, we influence a lot, but if there is any unfairness to the citizens because of which, at least it is my belief, that it should be brought to the attention of all of the government officials so something can be done about it, and all of the other nobles as well.
Kingsley stands and he walks over to the window as the rain is getting heavier. As he looks out of the window and he goes, Lord Vunra, now I will assume that you are not ignorant in the fact that no matter what goes on in a city, the leader will never know all of it. And I fail to believe, as he looks back at you, that every injustice put upon your realm is brought to his attention. It's hard to when money gets involved.
That is very fair, and I hope that you would understand that it's hard for me to say anything other than these types of things when talking to such a great person from another city such as yourself, when I'm talking about my own city that I care very much of.
Of course, I would not want you to speak any ill will of your home.
But that being said, of course, there are things that are not perfect in either of our kingdoms, and I hope that through time and effort we can root out these issues that plague all society.
You can, as you say that, he takes a drink. As he turns back and he comes to sit next to you again. You received a letter that I was made aware of by Master Ekron. Now, I recognize the crest to be your family crest, so I'm assuming this was some sort of parcel from your family members.
Correct. It was a letter from my mother.
And how is she?
She is doing well, thank you.
And the business?
Business as usual.
Good. Well, as long as you keep making excellent wine, I'm assuming that it will be very prosperous for all of you.
I do assume so.
In the recent events that have happened between our two nations, has there been any ripples?
I fear there might have been, but I do not know the extent, if there are any at all. I wrote my mother a letter soon after the assassination of Lord Nudal to inform her of what was going on here, and of course both you and I know how influential Lord Nudal was to the treaty between our lands.
How soon after his assassination did you write your mother?
It was... I think it was right before we... Yes, yeah, that's right. Right before we left for Merk Meadow Springs. It was one of the last things I did before leaving the city.
He sits there
I
and he stares into the fire.
I understand that you are wary that there's some bigger cogs moving, possibly in Uthron, that you feel that you should be made aware of. And if I knew that there was, I would do what I could to make sure that things did not end in another war between our two kingdoms.
Well,
It's not
of
what I want.
course, that is what nobody wants.
Unfortunately, I think that is what some people want.
Yes, I do believe I've misspoken. But, as he looks at you, this nation, as well as yours and the greater continent itself, will be quite a different place a year from now.
What makes you say that?
There's a lot of moving parts. But I wouldn't be a
Believe
good king
that's-
if I could see changes incoming.
That's true. Is there any insight that you can give me from your position?
None that I wish being rid of.
That is fair.
Well, I've enjoyed this chat, Zio.
I have as well, and I greatly appreciate the opportunity. And before we part ways, the last bit of information that I wanted you to be aware of is our findings with the Bureau. I am sure Chester has been keeping you informed, yes?
Well, anything that happened during your meeting I was not aware of, but I'm sure I'll be made aware of it.
Yes. I did want to bring to your attention that we were given the name of an individual that would be able, we were told, would be able to get us into the Bureau if we wanted. The idea was to destroy it from the inside out. But after meeting with Chester, he didn't feel that this was the best idea.
Nor do I.
And we agree.
Who was this individual?
The individual was the owner of the opulent Bhutal.
And did you get a name?
did. I think it might be slipping my mind. Let me think on this real quick. Senior.
That would be the honor.
Yes.
As he looks over to you, and how much do you trust this contact? With your life?
Of course not. This is information that we obtained by doing a job and killing a member of the Bureau. But
Blood for blood kind of sport.
it was we kill him or he killed our contact, which we felt had more fruitful information than he actually did. The point is, Chester didn't seem all that sure of Senior having this kind of connection with the Bureau, and so I wasn't sure that that information would make it back to you. So I wanted to tell you myself.
I appreciate it. Did you think Lord Ekron would not be forthcoming?
No, it just seemed that he didn't put much weight into it, so he might have felt that it wasn't worth your time to think of such things.
I will keep this information in mind, Zio.
Thank you.
He...
The only other thing with the Bureau is that, of course, as I would hope Chester told you, it seems that they are the one that wants to have a war between our two kingdoms.
Food for thought,
Have you-
then. As
Have you heard anything about this?
As he says food for thought to you and he looks back into the fire, you can see a distant gaze into it. Long pause. He looks back over. I am aware. I must be retiring, Lord Vunna. As he stands up and he walks over and puts his hand on your shoulder. Please, enjoy the hospitality while you can. I'm sure that the peace and quiet would be nice. My guards will escort you out.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time greatly. I will give a bow
You take
and
care,
wait for the guards.
Zio. And stay safe.
Thank you, Your Highness.
And give your family my regards.
Will do.
As he opens the door and the light of the hallway peers in, as there is a small crack of light that comes from the storm outside. As he speaks to the guards, whenever he is finished, please escort him off the premises. As he walks away, and you're left in the room alone.
So there's just these two windows with the fireplace, two chairs. What else is in this room?
A humble library, a couple bookcases.
Oh, okay. Can I go and peer through the books to see if there's any more history type books?
Sure. Make a history check, we'll say.
Okay.
First roll.
12.
12. After looking around, you do find one that is depicting a war. The details on it don't remind you of anything, but you get the sense that it is a war that predates the one between Thrawn and Celeria.
Okay. Well, I will skim through the pages, taking in some information as I finish my glass of wine. And then after that, I'll put the book back and go towards the door and the guards.
All right. The guards give you a nod, and they escort you off the premises, unless there was anything else you'd like to do.
Nope.
All right. As you leave the castle doors, into the courtyard, the rain pretty heavy at this point, as you kind of hear it clinking off of their metal armor as they walk you up to the front gate. As you end up leaving the larger keep walls, and you see the two guards that would be standing right there are now standing back into like two little cubbies that keep them out of the rain. As you are left alone in front of the keep of Solaria.
How hard is it raining?
Moderately hard.
Drizzle? Okay.
So there's a lightning every now and then, the thunder.
Okay. I'll pretty quickly make my way back to the opulent boot hall.
Very well. And we will go back to the opulent butte hall where everybody else is, except for June, is hanging out.
That
As-
was when I told them that there is no way I'm getting onto that boat.
So
Wait, so are we
That's right.
are we bringing this idiot with us? Is that what's happening?
I'm not an idiot, but
I think you said yes.
Yes.
I'm not too sure.
I'm sorry, I forgot you were right next to me.
I
Yes.
could pay.
I thought that we had decided that Tejit is coming with us.
Oh, perfect. I don't have to pay.
And you said you had to go to Frayes?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're lucky, though, for the most part. That just is, some sort of moons aligned for that to happen.
Yes, it was very fortunate. I'm glad I ran into all of you.
They
Yeah.
spied on us and they got caught.
So, like, can you tell us why you have to go there? Did you
Yeah. I thought I mentioned it before, but there's not so much a college, but there's mages there that I could learn from and hone my skills.
Yeah, shit. Don't say that out loud when Zio comes back, because he's gonna want to like go to school there and stuff.
Oh,
If
okay.
he bugs you about it, you tell him that like you have to be left-handed and extra rich. Fuck, he's probably both of those.
Well, I'll tell him that he needs to be right-handed and poor then.
Well, why don't you want your friends to excel at the things that they are gifted in, or at least show some sort of promise?
Well, because if he's got to go to school, then that means he's gonna have to leave us, and I don't want him to leave yet.
Well,
And I
maybe.
think all of us will get a promotion. Like someone will become captain, someone will become sergeant.
Oh, you're still stuck on that, aren't you?
My tail pops up.
Yeah, I have no idea what this ranking system is either.
It's something dumb.
It seems
Zio made.
completely arbitrary.
It really is. To be honest.
I think it's honorable to be, someone thinks highly of you. Why is it not? It's
Yeah,
not
but
a
why
bad
did you
thing.
break them?
Oh, forgive
Well,
me, I meant
Bailey
no
figured you better at the
disrespect.
group.
It's degrading, if anything. But
Perhaps it's my ignorance with my cultural upbringing, but it seems that you have all received these titles at random.
yeah, there's
I-
not really a guideline, I guess you could say.
That is what
Well,
I
you
mean.
don't know the guy, because you
Yeah.
aren't the captain like Zio is. So, like, Zio has his guideline to promote you. When you do good, then you are promoted.
Oh.
Bringo
this-
bango.
Erden, you're
Oh,
getting a
this-
promotion.
This comes back, this comes back to the question, though, of who knows what good is. And
No.
does Zio really know what good
No.
is?
No, well,
That,
my
you're
other accent
not,
was coming through.
you know what? You don't know what you're talking about, Alar. We
You are
just
right.
kinda-
I usually do not know what I'm talking about.
Wait, Erdin, how do you
Leave it
how do you tell if things are good or bad?
How do I tell?
Yeah, how do you
Like,
judge?
in general?
Yes,
I
how do
go
you
by
judge?
honor.
Okay, you go
Or-
by and quarter.
Also, there is something called self-preservation too. So
Did
like
he
if
know
I'm
these
like
fancy words, did June teach him?
me,
Yes, you.
I
June teach you big fancy
mean-
words because I don't even know it. So whatever you said.
so like okay, for instance, if I'm like on the side of the road and I see someone has some bread and they're well off, I'm gonna take that bread. Is that very honorable? Probably not. But I need to eat.
Well, that's technically bad, isn't it? Stealing.
Yes.
And the Furbolg
But
clans,
me being
if
alive,
someone is
I can
starving,
be
you
honorable.
allow them to starve. That is a failure of the clan, not the failure of the people who have no food.
Well, we're not in a football clan, so I don't know why you said that.
Because
Well, 'cause
in
he likes
your
mentioning everything,
example,
you
in your example, the man with the food should give you food if you do not.
During this conversation, like Ecclesias's arms are just folded, and I'm just kind of like going back and forth, everybody talking, and my tail's kind of doing the same thing. And then I just look at June, like,
I'm not there.
She's not there.
and then I look around for June, and I'm like,
I have nobody with whom to interact. I'm all alone.
Does your tail come up at that point?
it was kind of like going back
Oh.
and forth, like with me, like a periscope.
flicks you
But
out.
I want to turn to Tejit really quick.
Do you have means besides the plucking of the arcane web to defend yourself?
I have a. I think I have a dagger.
Are you skilled with martial or finesse weapons?
I think I could be.
Because I don't use this very often.
And I open my bag of holding, and I
Oh, it keeps going.
I pull out my rapier.
Perhaps this will serve you better than collecting dust next to my bits and bubbles.
Thank you. I will put it to use.
I hope that you never have to, but it's always good to have it next to you.
Of course. Thank you. That's quite generous.
And I kind of look around the rest of the group, and
And don't worry, we'll all come around to your company. We'll
Thank
get you to, how did you say this town's name?
Frayes.
Frayes. I've never been there. We will get you there safely.
I haven't either, so.
You know what? Now thinking about you pulling stuff out, seeing you pull that out, we have that gold in your bag of holding. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, it was,
Pretty-
it was exactly 3 pounds of gold with no other description.
We really need to find a forge to work on it. Maybe
Well,
this
there has
might
to be one
place.
here.
Yeah,
Maybe you
for
can
sure.
you could make something. You said you were a smith, yes?
Yes, I can, but I need them to be able to, or them to let me use the forge, and sometimes that's gonna be iffy. Like,
This is true. Yeah.
you don't touch somebody's sword, you don't touch somebody's forge, kind of thing.
Is that a saying amongst you smiths?
What? I know, it's like personal property. So
Yeah. Well, this makes sense. Yes. Well, now
Yeah,
that I
if you
think
Don't touch any. I will kill you.
well, while June gets her massage, or
Is that
whatever
where she
she's
went?
doing, I don't. I think I saw her talking to the front desk lady, and she's always had a weird obsession with spas.
I'm almost offended that she did not think to include me. I've been known to lack a few massages myself.
and as I'm
While
starting
they
to
do
massage
that,
my
and then
shoulder.
Zia's been gone for like fucking hours.
That is true, but
But
did
I would-
anybody see where he went?
He said he was going with Chester to Chester's thingamabob. I'm not too sure. I didn't really pay attention. Don't
That
like
wasn't
that.
her place.
Why don't you listen to the captain?
So anyway, the gold. We should probably figure that out if we're gonna be leaving tomorrow. Maybe get some early work done. I could probably figure it out. Would I know how long it would take to purify gold and
To purify it and stamp it into gold pieces?
well, not stamp it, but at least purify it. Oh yeah, I guess stamp it too.
You would think that it'd probably be easier just to sell it to someone.
Well, we could probably go to a forge and sell it, or a ye old pawn shop.
Do Will we get equal value for like what it's worth? Or will they like take labor costs out of it because they will have to purify it, or will they pass
Well,
it off to somebody else?
it's like you have to do extra work, so we're just kind of offloading it, kind of thing. So it's like we're paying for them to deal with it and not us, because making gold coins takes a lot of time. From my extensive gold of knowledge.
Gold of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
My extensive gold of knowledge.
Knowledge.
Yeah, I don't
Tejit,
have that.
Yeah.
I have a question for you if I can poke at your mind.
You don't need a poke. You can just ask.
I'm still trying to learn the proverbs of Falbian.
Oh, okay.
It's a colloquial metaphor, an idiom of sorts.
Oh, you mean to? Yeah, I understand. I understand.
But where did you come from before you found yourself in Celeria?
Well,
Why are you here?
Oh, I grew up, most of my time here. I lived in a, it's only like 2 or 3, families, but a small farming collective near east of here. Yeah,
What
east.
brought you to West.
That would be grand if it was west.
He's
In
from
the
the
sea.
north.
So did you decide to come here alone? Do you have friends or family?
I mean, people I met in the city, but no one that I lived with, no.
Well, consider us your new friends. And if it's a prolonged company, your new family.
Awesome. That's kind of amazing. Thank you. You've been very kind to me, Ecclesias.
Yes, Ecclesias Zion Emeritus.
That is an collective name, Ecclesias.
It is, yes. I was blessed with creative members of my crew.
Yeah, and you're very eloquently spoken.
Thank you.
You have a mustache now?
My whiskers.
Oh,
I'm a cat.
I'm a cat.
I'll turn to him and I'll say, "Hey, boy, what is you need things? So those things that you need, we should probably go get them. Like,
I need.
provision.
Oh, that's right. I do need things.
See,
Yeah.
you do care, Uridin. You remind him of the things he forgets.
Yeah, well,
might as well sell
he's
that
not
gold.
having none of mine. So come on, let's go get some rations for you, boy.
I was
don't think
going to
any of us
say,
have
What-
Uridin as me wants him to take care of himself, so we have less work to do.
Well, we might have to wait till the morning because it's night. But I will in the morning, first thing.
Yes.
What
Yes.
time?
You are already holding us back.
I could die.
Yes, that
Yeah,
is a
okay,
possibility
what's
for
your
all
point?
living things.
It's true.
Uridin, we have to stop for rations ourselves.
Yeah, we've been out. Remember, we all had to scavenge berries at the last little bit.
I mean, we
Yes.
didn't have to. No one
None
asked
of
me
you
to hunt
picked
or
ripe
anything.
berries. I do not know why.
I think that was irrational. That was a attempt of joke. So, why don't we all find ourselves a place
Very
to
confused.
quench our parch,
Very well.
to drink?
As some time passes, June, as you're finishing up, the woman from the front desk comes over and she gives you your clothing back, and they're freshly laundered, and they have a scent of lilac and gooseberries for the fun of it.
Lilacking. You gotta say
Yeah.
it like that.
They
like that.
have a distinct smell of lilac and gooseberries.
That's good.
That was good.
Just call me Yen. Okay, I will. Well, so am I still in the back room? Can I take them and get dressed?
Yeah, you get a dress.
Okay.
You walk out. And as you're heading, the rest of the crew is in the bar area, and as you're leaving the back area, Zio, you enter the front of the Butal, so June and Zio, you both kind of meet in the front foyer.
Do I feel relaxed? and
So relaxed. You feel... I literally roll the 1. You feel tenser than when you went in. No, I'm
I
just
feel like a
kidding.
pterodactyl had perched on
Yeah,
my shoulder.
you're like just
Yeah.
I'm more tense after
the whole
like-
time. The water was just tepid. Like it wasn't great. No, I'm just kidding. It was very relaxing. And they even had on the other side of the divider, they even had a violinist just noodling. Just noodling. And this is how they played too.
The words
Yeah.
want us
Then as I kind of
I hope you find Ye Old Metal very relaxing.
This is my moment.
Yeah, we got him.
It's not like Rivendell's like flutes and lutes. It's just like they went down to Georgia. Sitting in the bubble.
Why'd you
Hey,
say it
maybe
like
that's
Connie from
June
Big
style.
Mouth, sitting in the bubble bath?
yeah.
Bubble bear.
Bubble bath.
Alright. So, it was very relaxing. Little to no
So-
noodling.
I'm just picturing like pool noodles in the tub.
That's what I thought too.
Blow all the water at the other end of the noodle.
Like it was relaxing because we had like
a
water
weird
fights.
spot.
Yeah, you had toys to play with.
Add
Yeah.
double bath toy.
Okay.
Go get the shark. It sinks
Alright.
to the bottom
Guys,
automatically.
this is serious. This is D&D.
It's a deep,
No joking.
childhood.
Stick to the script.
Sink and you gotta dive and you gotta get them all. Okay.
Script, guys.
You're gonna piss off our writers.
I know.
Okay. So yeah, as I run into Zio, you actually see just like a very relaxed, content grin on June's face.
And Zio is soaked.
Yeah.
It was like drizzling before, but it wasn't raining that hard before, right?
It was like a 45-minute walk to get here, and it was raining fairly hard.
No, I mean when we first came in.
Oh, it wasn't raining at all.
Oh, okay. Then I'll look at Zio. Oh, is it raining?
Yeah. A little bit.
Flash storm. He fell in a koi pond.
Looks like you're feeling quite good. You went and got that spa treatment that I've been craving.
I'm sorry. I just I was thinking of a time that my mentor told me about when her and my mom were younger and they took a trip to, some place like this. Got massages, pampered themselves. And I haven't seen my mom or her in a long time, and I thought that maybe doing this might make me feel a little closer to them and also make me feel relaxed and everything wonderful that it was.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Did you pay already?
I did. I used some of my own.
Well,
coin.
that sucks. Well,
I didn't pay for a room. I just paid for the hour.
okay. Well, we can't pay for rooms, can we?
I don't think so. And if we did, it would be like everything that we have.
Well, it's all good because we're staying here anyway.
What did you do?
Oh, the king's paying for it.
Did you
Are they
sell your
inside?
body?
That's just like a bomb, by the way. Like, the
Yeah, I know. I-
president just bought us a hotel room.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's absurd thing to hear from someone seriously. Like,
yeah. So
It's on the king's tab.
if you guys would shush,
Well, fine. You
that?
know what?
We wouldn't spend the bill,
okay. So Zio, what do you mean it's on the king's tab? I thought you
Like
went out with
he's-
Chester.
Yeah, I did. And then I had a conversation with the king. And
How did that
he's-
happen?
Well, Chester kind of has a room at the castle. And yeah, I was about to leave, and the king was just like, "Hey, Zio, let's go have a conversation."
Hmm. What did
Yeah,
you guys talk
and
about? Well,
like
I guess.
stuff.
Oh, I guess you can tell everybody. I think they're over there getting a drink. I was just gonna go join them.
Well, yeah, I need to go and let the hostess know that our tab is being covered by the king, and then I think I might immediately go and have a bath.
I do
Also
think that,
need-
yeah, if you want to get dry, quickly, I think Uridin could probably help you.
Oh well, the king is paying for my clothes to be clean now, so
I still don't understand.
well, it comes with a name, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah. So, are you gonna grab a drink or a table or?
I would, but I think that, myself and everybody would probably like to know why the king is paying for our room and how you ended up in a conversation with him and what was said between you and the king of Solaria.
Oh, true. I'll let you guys know when I'm done with my bath.
Are you in a bed? Where are they right now?
We're in the
In
front
the
of
front
the
room.
thing.
Like the front
Yeah.
door.
Oh.
In the front foyer. You guys can probably see him standing there. And he is just the wood underneath him is just darkened with all of the water that is dripping off of him. Like,
Is there anybody coming up to us or?
no.
I was gonna
We're
walk
probably
up.
looking at you.
Yeah, if I
Smell
notice them, I'll walk
sweat.
up.
Yeah. As you walk up to
You'll-
discuss what's happening, I'll be right back.
Do you think it is raining outside?
I don't
Did
think
you
so.
fall in the pond again? Here, let's me clean you. And I press a disc.
Well, thank you. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have somebody else redo what you just did. So
You mean scrub you because they're not gonna get you cleaner than what I just did.
probably make me smell better at least.
I would.
That is
I would
false. Also
disagree.
false. You're gonna smell like you use sponge. You dirty man.
Ecclesiastes is just like,
And that's the second time I was afraid to. Where did everybody go? Why do they always do that?
I'm just sitting here. Oh, well, bye, Ecclesias.
oh, I didn't leave.
Oh,
there
bye,
you are.
Ecclesias.
Cthulhu. I thought that I was alone again. Alone with my thoughts again.
Yeah, I'm like that a few times. They do that. They
I'm-
kind of run off. I don't.
Yeah,
Oh,
they just-
oh, yeah. I don't know how we skipped you.
Wait,
Fucking
you
monster.
weren't you just speaking with my theater of the mind is exploding right now.
Everything
No,
is.
all I said was, is Zio looks wet, and
Yeah,
is it
but
raining
I thought he did.
outside?
I thought he did his little invisibility trick. To be honest.
For some reason right now, Zio, I feel like you could cast like a level 9 fireball. Could you do that right now? Oh, never mind. There's a presence back that says you can't.
Okay. See how this is happening.
Rules lawyer.
Just get out.
Yes.
A Tome of Beasts.
Mimic.
Well, can I need to go. Excuse me. I'm gonna
Oh, okay.
Gentleman
So,
walks.
yeah,
put
you-
my hand up.
The
And,
gentleman walks up. Yes. Sir. Let's see. He notices your clothing.
Oh, he was prestidigitated.
Oh, as he doesn't notice that.
yeah. Hello.
We also found 1,000 gold.
Yeah, that was the thing. It was hiding in my boot. Imagine
Oh.
that.
Wow. Right next
That's
to the
what I was
cure.
walking like.
Right next to the cure for blindness. Or right next to the cure for aging, right?
Yeah.
The fountain of youth.
So
Uh,
funny
He walks
enough,
up,
the
yes.
gold on his person caught interest while he aged from the ghost.
I was informed on my trip back that our tab will be being picked up by the king.
I do have a question, Zio. Are you purposely lying or no?
King of the who?
No, I thought that's what he said.
He said you
Said a room.
He said that there's a suite you could use, but you can go with it. As he goes, very well then. What would you like, sir?
Everything.
That is oddly not
Okay,
specific.
HP. Take that off.
Everything.
Well, I was told that you had a very lovely spot that I have been dying to check out.
Yes, of course.
I'm sure my companions could use some food, and we could all use rooms as well.
Very well. Yes, anything you need.
Cleese tries not look overexcited about the spa.
He
we
snaps
can
his
all
fingers. So,
We could all use a spa.
Snow comes back over. Hello. Anything that they need is on the house. Oh, very well. And who is picking up this glorious tab?
The king.
The king himself.
I want
Oh,
to cast
so
message on
gracious.
Zio real quick
The-
if
We're
I
gonna
can,
get
DM.
in trouble
The
for
king.
We are. You're fucked.
Can I
Alright.
cast message on Zio?
Yes.
As I kind of like to like make eye contact.
Is this true? Because we can. Is this true? Because we could get in a lot of trouble. We could get into some serious.
No accent. We can get into a lot of trouble.
Serious shit. Yo, yeah, Jeff Bezos is paying for our bill. Like, it's fine.
So that's what I say, and you hear that in your mind, but with the perfect Ecclesias accent and no laughing.
Perfect. Well, DM, I was under the impression that's what he meant.
Sure. Roll with it.
Yeah, so I.
Oh,
That's
no.
what Zio thought. That's what Zio thought.
Yep.
Okay.
That's,
Nod into your mind.
Just
yeah,
start
I will
your
respond
bill.
to your message. Yes, I just got done having a conversation with him, and he said our things would be covered.
I just
This is fantastic news.
I imagine like Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos family meeting, and then they go, he's just like, yeah, Bezos has got me. Anything I want. That's basically what just happened. One noble house just spoke to a king. He's like, that other rich guy's got me.
Well, in that case, Tejit, are you hungry? Are you thirsty? Do you
And I mean, if it's all covered, I could use I'm staying over at Quinn's Tavern, so anything better than that is, you know, of
Yeah, who's
course,
this guy?
we've met. We've
met.
talked.
No, I was gone.
No,
during that.
no, you were not.
No.
We've
oh,
met.
No, we have
This
had
is
words.
Tejit.
I am Tejit.
Tejit
I
is
was
our new
spying
half-elven
on you,
friend.
and you knew that.
That's right. Sorry, it's been a long day.
I look at Zio for a very, very long time, and this is more for flavor, but I want to roll an investigation check to see if this is actually Zio.
Sure.
Because he just comes back, he's like, yeah, the king is paying for everything. Who are you?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
That is what is my investigation? I haven't rolled one of these, or my insight. It's a +3, so a 10.
You know, oddly enough, the thing that makes you know it's him is he looks old.
My tail comes up. No, it's him. I checked. So, yeah, I guess we'll get provisions, and I don't necessarily need my own room, but I also think we shouldn't go too overboard. We don't want to let the king know we're greedy.
Taking advantage of his generosity.
We're not taking
Yes.
advantage. We're using the proper materials that we are given.
Now,
Yeah,
Like
what?
the bubble bath.
Goddamn clean bath with a stupid sponge when I could just, you know, fucking wave my finger and everything's fine. It's cool.
Yeah,
Alright,
not
Yes.
near as relaxing.
also, when we
you can't
You know,
we kind of abused the trust that Chester gave for us when he let us have money. So to do that with the king would be, I don't know, worse.
As you're having this conversation,
the
the desk jockey says, so
the
would 6 of you like the spa package then, and a round of drinks?
Absolutely.
Very well.
Just a room for me, please.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I
It is covered.
You filthy monster, get in the bath.
That is rude. I think
I
that
cleaned
they
it
are
before
not
this.
Uridan, I
It'll be
prefer Uridan to clean me without anyone else touching me.
You prefer
Unless if there
Uridan
are
touching
Lady
you,
Furbolgs
understood.
here.
We could
And-
probably find one, yes.
I was joking. I was
You'll probably find
completely
one.
joking. Urgent.
What is that guy gonna do?
Hey, yo! Come here! You in the corner!
The king's paying!
Three goals.
Get in there!
It is totally
It'll
fine.
just-
I
just
know
be
how
the
to
king
clean
in
the
bed.
monster. I know how to clean him. It is. I will.
Very
do
well.
my duty.
Just
That
5 then.
sounds strange, but
I won't require one.
Oh, well,
don't-
with all due respect, I was not counting you in that. But we can get you a room.
I would just like the room and drink, please.
Very well.
I don't think the little one needs a bath.
Who's the
His
little one?
name is Tejit.
Tejit.
Oh,
Hey boy,
yeah, I
do you
guess I
need a
don't.
bath, or do you want me to wave my finger over your forehead and I can clean you?
You know, you've been aggressive. I'd rather have the bath.
I think that we
I
should at
think it
least
would
get a full belly of food and drink and a well-rested night. We have a very long journey ahead of us tomorrow. And I can skip on the bath.
You want to skip the bath as well?
Does Ecclesias look sad about that?
Yes.
Ecclesias just if Zio says that this is what the king said, then I mean, go enjoy yourself.
With
Okay.
the spa package, do I get my hair cut? Because I've needed that for a little bit now.
Sure, we can definitely arrange that.
Thank God.
Spage
goodness.
montage.
Alrighty.
which god, Cthulhu?
Fultus. Yeah,
Spage.
he's the only one that really matters.
Yeah, why did you even have to question that? You already know.
Oh, I have a quick question for the DM.
Mm-hmm.
The moment that Fultus presented himself to Cthulhu, was that seen by us, or did that seem like a pretty closed thing that either
It
happened
was
in Cthulhu's
only
mind or only
Cthulhu.
him?
Only Cthulhu noticed.
Okay, I was
Or
gonna say, 'cause we
not
probably would've
noticed.
that.
Only Cthulhu was. It only happened to Cthulhu. I was fucking up that description. Yeah.
I also have a question for the DM.
Okay.
How fucked are we gonna be after this?
Pretty.
It's only money. Right? It's only money, right?
Yeah, it's
5
it's
gold
not
makes
a
you live
deal.
aristocratically for a month.
Yeah.
It's not like, I mean, I'm just trusting Zio at this point.
Yeah, you didn't
I was
lie
gonna
or
say
anything.
none of us are at fault. It's all Zio.
It's all
Alright.
Zio.
So
He's going to jail.
he
not us.
takes all of you into subsequent
Don't you?
either rooms, bathhouses. You do get any sort of clean shaven, haircuts, clothes laundered. Everyone armor cleaned and polished, weapons sharpened if should you choose.
And my claws.
Your claws, someone does come over and give you a manicure.
Powder care.
Meanwhile, in the tavern floor, I just over and over keep prestidigitation Alar. This is so silly. I don't understand why. Like you don't
I'll
even
stay with
smell
you guys
bad.
too.
I could do this all day long, and no, they want their dirty sponges with their murky water and their smelly feet all over it.
If it makes
You
you,
can
feel
see-
better,
you-
Erden,
you
I
see
can't even
So-
do that.
Who overhears it? He's just a little bit of as he's cleaning a cup. He's like a little bit of damn.
Urden, that is a little passive aggressive for you.
Oh, sorry. Is the pine smell too strong right now? I can cut it back.
No, I do love the smell of pine, but I am just. Your words are a little. It's okay.
Okay.
People sometimes enjoy the warmth of a bath.
This is really weird coming from Urden or from Alar.
Taylor, yeah.
He's furball explaining a language he doesn't fully understand to you.
I guess, but who knows?
It
This is
doesn't
so
discredit
silly. We're just
That
What
is
you
true.
can
I
do.
had it
Wasting
pointed
time.
out to me that I would not actually know if people enjoy that.
who
Well,
pointed it out?
Alar's-
We're the only ones here.
I'm also there.
Wait, so you said we already went through the spa and we got all the things?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys can return to your rooms if you like, or you're all together again.
I think that we should get some.
Well, what time is it?
Probably about 9 or 10 at night.
It is
Probably
think
going
we
on-
should
probably
make
going
some-
on.
I'm gonna go to the library and read for a little while.
Okay.
That is what Cthulhu's gonna do after he spawns.
As you go in there, you do notice the gentleman you're speaking to
fuck
before
you.
is up top.
I will sit.
I want that book.
Fuck you. I will sit. Not like, kind of like horizontal for him. Like, so he
There's
can
two
see
chairs, and they're
Well,
both
fuck.
facing a wall.
Me. Okay, well I guess I'll
Did-
just sit next to him.
Okay.
Did Cthulhu tell us who he was or no?
No, because Cthulhu doesn't even know.
Nope.
I thought he introduced himself.
No.
Yeah, actually, no, I thought he did.
I did introduce
did it.
myself. To say,
Cthulhu did. The
No,
guy
yeah.
didn't.
No, yeah, the guy.
he
I think
did.
the guy
The
did.
guy, yeah,
Yeah.
he did. He
Oh,
said-
that's right. He did, but Cthulhu has no context on who he actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, that's what it was.
so
But, like,
as
he introduced himself as the owner of the opulent.
yes, yes. As you sit down, you welcome back.
Hello.
Still reading that
This-
book I gave you then?
Yes, and I don't understand it. It's in a language that I cannot read. I can only read Orcish, Elvish, and Common.
I don't need to know your background.
I'm just telling you, like, is there like a translator or like?
It's called intelligence.
That's a little offensive.
I wasn't calling you lack of. Well, I guess I was. You need to be smarter, boy.
Could you teach me it? You seem
Teach
to...
you a language in a night.
Well, apparently you're pretty smart. I don't know.
But my intellect has no reflection on what you can learn.
A good teacher always helps.
Here's how I help. Choose a different book.
Is there a common version of this book?
No. Do you have any friends that can speak the language that could translate it for you? I saw you were in here with a group.
Yeah, he's kind of a dick, though.
Oh, well. I know how that is.
Okay, fine.
That's not opulent.
Or
I am
Beetle.
reading this one, and I pull out the connections between religion and politics. And I just kind of sit there and start reading.
Alright. He continues reading his book, sips his tea. Are you staying the night then?
Yeah, one of my friends, actually said apparently the king is paying for a stay.
Silius is paying for your stay.
Apparently, that's what I heard. Not too sure how or what the fuck happened. But you don't
Who is
question
your
him.
friend?
He's like a high up in his Solaria? I'm not too sure.
He's a noble of Solaria.
I might get this wrong. I'm not too. I'm very bad with history. I'm not. Yeah, like you said, I'm not that.
If you're living it, is it history?
You're right, I'm dumb.
Oh shit! You're right. We are in Solaria. He's in the other one. He's like a Vunra or whatever. Apparently, that's a popular name.
The wine, Vunra.
Yeah, that one.
He owns Vunra wine.
His parents do. He's kind of a rich boy.
Is he around?
I'd like to meet him.
Damn it! I lost another one. Yeah, he's downstairs.
Could you fetch
like
him
this
for
guy.
me?
Go get me the smart rich one.
Could you teach me this language?
I cannot. Is he the wait? Is he the asshole?
The Elvish one?
The one that can read your book?
No. Eh,
Oh.
he's an asshole too.
He's
Oh.
a monster that lives in the woods.
Yeah.
Well, could you go get Lord Vunra, please? I have business to do with him.
Yeah, sure. And I ink and walk away.
Very well.
Go down the Zeo!
Yeah, you hear from the other rooms, you just Zeo! Like
Just
your
kinda-
mother calling you.
Yeah, glance over and look back at the table. Finish eating some
Zeo!
food.
Zeo!
So, can you have
Zeo!
him
Zeo!
give you the book.
Zio.
And
Oh
then
my-
give the
Vinra.
book to me so I
Vinra,
can read
boy.
it.
Zio.
Because I don't think he speaks the
Blood
language
one.
of the book.
Zio.
Zio, end this.
Hey, hey,
Do
look,
something about this.
you are strong
Yes.
enough to rip that book right out of his hand.
Zio.
Just do
No,
it.
he's not. Zio.
Oh,
I was
What,
told to be
Cthulhu?
nice.
People want to meet you, famous boy. Come.
Famous boy, come.
I'm gonna. Cthulhu, it
The
is the Lord of
owner.
Runra. You got it?
Oh.
Owner wants to meet
And then I
you.
will.
It's like
I'll
Cthulhu's like
walk
picking a
over.
bug while he's yelling this dude.
Does Zio's head look like 3 times bigger than when he left?
Yeah.
Excuse me, my fans.
Do we hear him say?
All of you
he
hear
started
this.
yelling like the owner. He just said
He
the
d-
owner.
Did he yell the owner? Did I miss
Yeah, I
that?
did,
just
yeah.
did.
Oh yeah, you all hear that.
That would definitely perk my interest, and I would go with Zio.
Tejit kind of like hits your arm, Zio, and he realizes like you guys aren't that formal yet, or that like casual yet. And he's, sorry about that, but the owner wants to meet you. That's kind of rare.
Normal? Oh. Yeah.
Say
I'm going. Jesus.
I'm coming with you, Zio. I will be
There's
your
only one
bodyguard.
chair left
Jeez, have
to
you
go.
met the
It's
owner
only
before?
one chair.
This- come on up here and stand with us.
I mean, yeah. If
All right,
Falbian wants to come, he has
so
to stand because I'm sitting
who-
down.
Is following Zio.
Richest place in town, 2 chairs.
Just me.
I'm gonna follow Cthulhu and try and get the book.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you for it.
Zio,
I'm
or
gonna say I'll
Cthulhu and
punch you
Alar,
in
are
the
you
throat.
going to meet
I'm
with them?
walking back up the stairs.
Okay.
I want to talk with June, so I'm
Very
not
well.
going to follow this ruckus.
So, as you get up there first, Cthulhu, the owner goes, "You don't have to yell."
After he let him
He's
do it,
stubborn,
all of
though.
that.
Like, he doesn't like listening to me for some reason. I don't know why.
You know, people
don't
enjoy
have
to
to
relax
yell.
here.
Oh, yeah, of course. I don't do fancy things often.
I can tell.
Okay, well, Mr. Big Shot, orcs
Is
don't
he-
come here, okay? And I go back and sit down and start reading my book.
I can't get over his voice.
Yeah,
Well,
does he have
well,
aviators on?
Yeah.
Well,
Ye
Is
old.
he?
Chet, you betcha.
So
while
Zio,
Cthulhu's reading his book, I'm gonna be like,
You're a radio guy.
Cthulhu, can I see the book?
Go away.
Please. You're not
I
you're reading a different book right now.
Command you to go away.
I'm going to command both of you to go away.
You can take it. I'm just reading.
As
The
about
king's
at
paying
this
for our room until
at-
the owner throws us out.
At this point, Zio, you get there, and he can tell that you look very different because you're wearing fine clothes. He stands up. Ah, Lord Vunra, we've not met before. And he sticks his hand out to shake your hand.
I'll
I-
shake his hand.
You are.
I'm assuming
Go ahead.
bodyguard like stature.
Okay. You are younger than I assumed you would be, but anyway, I need to put a new order in. We are running low.
Oh. Well, unfortunately, I don't exactly do orders. That would be something, yeah, DM, I don't know how orders would get placed, but I know Zio would know how
Funny,
orders
Zio
get
didn't know
placed.
how.
Yeah.
Would you?
I don't know. Money just shows up.
I assume so, yeah. Like, I would have been...
Never worked a day in his life to figure out how it's
I
hold.
don't know. The toilet's always clean.
Yeah. No, I assume that
Bullshit.
I would have been
Shit.
run down how things work, at least on the simple scale.
They would probably put a charter in at a dock
Okay.
in a quarter.
Bill Gates, 1 Windows, please.
I can write a letter to my mother letting you know where you could go about.
That would
how
be
you normally
great.
do.
And he kind of hits you on the arm. Thank you.
Sure.
Your friend here told me your parents own it. I thought you might have more of a stake.
No. Maybe in the future.
Well, here's to hoping. And I...
We'll go with that.
Selias is paying for all of your bill, your friend tells me.
Yes, I just had a conversation with King Slias.
And how did that happen?
He saw me walking through the halls and wanted a conversation. I'm sorry, what's your name? You said?
My name is Senior. Nice to meet you. I own this establishment.
I knew that from my friend's annoying yelling.
I'm reading.
Yeah, you're allowed to talk. Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you. You have a very fine establishment here.
I know. Thank you.
Ah, yes, and clearly you have wonderful taste in wine.
Well, of course. We have all the wines of Falbian.
Yes, I did notice that you had some of our competitors here as well.
Yes. Vunra is our local wine.
I'm glad to see that it has a place in the shelves of all the fine establishments here.
Me too. Well, if you cannot put a... Or, no, you said you could. Please, let me know when that letter is written. I will send over the money. And he goes and he walks back and he sits down. He looks at Cthulhu. I like your friend.
A lot of people do for some reason. I don't really understand why.
So where is Cthulhu holding the book? Like, is it?
Well, the
his
book that you
bag?
want is not... You can't
Yeah.
see it, so...
I can't see it. Okay. So it's in his bag.
Presumably.
I'm not.
We are gonna cut
tell
back.
us
We
that.
are gonna cut back to Zio and Ecclesius, or Ecclesius and
Hey,
June.
how much damage do you want to take?
June, a moment of your time if you don't mind.
Of course.
I've been, this might sound odd, but I've been intrigued by you since I've joined your company. But I have a question. You seem to be aware of the world, yet you say so few words. Why are you so soft-spoken?
Sip of my tea that I would have ordered.
All right, let me just add that to the bill.
I wouldn't say that I'm a person of few words. I would say that perhaps others have more to say. I think a lot, and I put a lot of effort into controlling my emotions, like I mentioned before. So perhaps I don't spend as much effort trying to express myself verbally.
If you find yourself so far removed because you need to keep your emotions in check, what would happen if you were to indulge yourself? For after all, you are human, and to feel is to be human, so it feels like you almost deprive yourself of being who you are, unless there is something I am not seeing.
I wouldn't necessarily say I don't feel things. It's just it's a matter of how much I feel them, or how much I allow my emotions to control my actions rather than thinking things through first. I believe that a portion of my abilities are connected to my emotions. And unfortunately, because my training was never completed, that I am still in the process of learning how to control the powers that are associated with those emotions when those emotions are not in check.
You gain strength from your emotions, like you'll use them to cast your spells? I don't understand this type of magic.
I would say it's more chaos than strength. I would say my strength comes from my studies. I would say my abilities, such as being able to speak to you telepathically, those types of things are more connected to my emotions. But I do believe that my connection with the arcane through my studies has almost heightened the dangerous aspect or the effect of my uncontrolled emotions.
You consider the fact that this repression might hold back your gifts, but before you answer that, I'm still confused. I've been around, and myself am one, spell slingers, but I've never met a human that relies so much on controlling their emotions. Where did you learn these powers?
I learned a lot from my mom and my grandma growing up. I guess you could say it's an ancestral thing.
I still feel as if there is something you're not telling me, but I do appreciate everything you have told me. Can I ask you one more personal question, if I may?
You may, and you're not wrong. There is something I'm not telling you, but it's because I was told not to tell. And especially in a place like this, I don't think that I'm ready to disclose that.
My tail kind of comes up,
That will be extremely rude.
and I'll kind of like try to push it away.
He wants me to pry, but I know that secrets are sometimes more powerful than being open. But the question I want to ask you is, do you have faith in your companionship with the rest of the party?
Faith, how so? Do you mean, do I trust them? Yes.
With your life?
Yeah, because most of us have already been to that point.
I don't doubt. I don't ask these questions because I'm trying to find the outcast of the group. Because I think, unfortunately, Tejit has filled that role. And the reason why I ask these questions is we have, and unless you've been to this town whose name still escapes me, it's not sticking. This journey can be a very long one, treacherous, unknown. I have a good feeling about Tejit, but I don't trust the rest of the group to include him as if he is one of our own, although he has my sword, literally and figuratively. But I have a good feeling about this boy, and if he can take himself higher in the knowledge of the arcane weave, perhaps there is someone that can teach you how to further control your emotions. Not that
Ecclesias kind of gets like he's overstepping his bounds.
Not that I think that you need to be taught to do things that you can clearly do well. I know. But I'm so excited by everyone around that I want them to be the best they can be. And I don't want you to remain in the shadows. You have a lot of wisdom behind those bright blue eyes, and I would like to hear it more often, if alone or amongst the rest of the people.
Well, as far as finding somebody that can help me, further become a more powerful user of magic, and two, be able to control things better. I'm still hoping that someday my mom would be able to do that, or that I might find my mentor again. In the meantime, I've kind of taken it upon myself to do some self-teaching. A challenge to myself, so it be. As far as our companions, and our road ahead, I will use all of my powers to keep everyone safe, whether that's from the background or the forefront. But
It is very kind of you, and you are very intriguing.
I want to place my my paw on her shoulder.
And through your self-teaching, focus on the confidence that is needed to focus on these sort of things.
And I want to cast Enhance Ability onto June. And
For I think you have the cunning of a fox,
and I'm going to give her Fox's Cunning, which gives you advantage on intelligence checks.
and with that I will leave you to your tea and your solace, and
like I imagine we can still hear like the ruckus that's been going on up
Probably.
there. And, say out, say out.
I feel behooved to see what is going on upstairs.
well, perhaps I'll put my tea down and join you.
Alrighty.
All right. And as you go to head up, that is where we're going to take a break.
Boom. Boom.
Shoot.
There!
Zia!
Where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah.
It was so funny. All right, everybody.
Yeah, I'm definitely. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I was just going to say we are going to take a quick 15-minute break. So make sure you stick with it. If anybody new here is enjoying what you are watching, make sure you hit the follow button. Like I said, we'll be back in like 15 minutes just so we can go use the bathroom, get food, and insult each other behind the screens. So
That's usually how it goes.
So we will see you all soon. So stick with us and enjoy the music during the break. See you soon.
That's when they brought the buck.
All right. All right.
I'm not saying it.
All right. So
Jesus.
Where?
as
Brought the
Zio or Jesus, I keep calling June Zio. As
Should we say the
June
music?
and Ecclesias. Oh, we'll do it at the end of the stream. June and Ecclesias head back up. What are the rest of you doing while you're standing there? Uridin is reading. Tejit is just standing there. Or sorry, Cthulhu is reading. Tejit is standing there. What are the rest of you doing?
I am going to lean into Lord Vonra and whisper into his ear. He is the owner. I think that is our connection to the Bureau.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will go back to my bodyguard post.
At this point, Ecclesias and June would have joined the rest of the party.
I'm gonna whisper into Cthulhu's ear.
Cthulhu, I am old, so I need to sleep now. But, please, I need to read that book. So, when you are done with it, preferably tonight or tomorrow morning, Naka, give it to me. Good night.
And I would also say goodnight to the rest of the group. I guess I could just act that out and say it.
Oh, good night. Although Ecclesias might have something to say to me.
Why are you speaking? Ecclesias might have something to say to me. Why are you enunciating your words like that?
Mortal Kombat.
Because
It's actually kind of easier to do the voice when I enunciate like that. And it also, I think, sounds better. So,
Sounds good.
It's just so random. I was like, where'd that come from?
Sounds good, he says, not seriously.
No, I was being totally serious. I have a problem where I have the inability to sound sincere. Cool jacket.
Same.
Fuck you.
But no, Ecclesias was just racing like by. That's all.
Good night. I was going to suggest that we should all turn in soon too.
Social settings. When does anyone ever go, I need to talk?
Sorry, no. Okay, I'm gonna clarify. I thought Jeremy was raising his hand because he had something important he wanted to say, like like as a polite without interjecting. So that's why I. Yeah. Okay. Fuck you guys.
Alrighty, so Alar goes and retires. And the rest of you?
Yeah, I came up here to see what the commotion was, because I strongly recommend that we get some good sleep, because we should leave at first light.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a glass of wine real quick, and
Whoa!
then yeah, I'm good to turn in.
Whoa!
I'm just gonna keep reading my book there for a while.
What happened?
We need 2 emote ideas now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't know if it was improper to break it, but Beast, you are
Stupid!
holy cow!
I guess I'll take this live. Thank you, Beast, for gifting 10 more subs, and welcome Eduardo, VTech, Fenos, Brillin, Popcom Pepper, Mallard, Zebra Paisley, HMS Beagle, Ball.
Oh my god.
What is happening?
As well, there's not even that many people. I think we ran out of people. Thank you, Drewster. Welcome, Drewster Deck. Roll with advantage. K. Machawi Waiter. Mark J. Judge. Lilith. Ghost Rabbit. Patchy. And Marcy.
Oh my lord.
Wow.
Thank you.
Beast, you're insane, dude.
Thank you, Beast.
Well, where were we?
Oh,
was,
Yeah.
Oh
I was
yeah, we
getting
were
a glass of wine.
about to get to the most
He goes,
dynamic
"Shit."
of acting. We were about to go to bed.
We were gonna go to bed.
I took a nap.
I want to take a nap right here.
Sorry, I remembered something mind-blowing in the back of my brain. That's why I yelled out, "Wow!" and what is happening. I promise I'm not as eccentric, although... yeah, we should probably get some shut-eye. We have a long journey tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. You all have a wonderful night.
Oh yeah. Thank you. You have a great night too.
Wait, was that
Where-
like everyone was upstairs now, right?
Yeah,
Is
everyone's
that what
upstairs.
Yeah.
happened? Oh. So Ecclesias walked upstairs and now he's turning around and going back downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's weird.
We're waiting for the group. I don't know.
I'll stay with Zio to see what he does.
Dude,
Oh.
Beast, you're insane.
Go ahead, Gene.
I'm gonna kind of look at Zio, look at Senior, and telepathically, probably to Zio. I'll also give you the ability to reply, and be like, don't let him know about our plan just yet. I don't even know if we're doing that.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
Why is everyone whispering right behind me?
Do
Well, that
I
was
have to do it?
telepathic.
Yeah, that was telepathically. I was like, I don't have to do anything for that.
No, I didn't hear the telepathic part, so it's just like
No, he
everyone's
just
like,
sees me. He just sees
"Oh my
me
God,
staring at Zio.
Is that Brad Pitt? Is that him?
And then I'm just.
I'll
Yeah, you'd be the
Yeah,
only
I'll-
normal one.
I'll reply to June's telepathic speech. I'll say, yeah, I don't think we're doing that, and no, I won't.
And then like
We're good.
and then telepathically again with the ability to respond, I'll just be like, you still need to tell us why we're staying on the king's dime, and perhaps the quicker we get out of here, the better. So, and then out loud, I'll tell everybody, I'm gonna also retire for the night. You all got some rest. It was nice to meet you. And then he didn't say his name since I've been up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say, and your name was? I know that you're the owner.
My name is Senior. Nice to meet you, love.
Well, nice to meet you too, Senior. Thank you for letting us stay at your fine establishment.
Well, as long as it's on Solias's bill, you're free to stay as long as you like.
According to Zio, that's the case. And I will kind of give like a nod and say, and good night, and I will go to whatever room the desk.
Alrighty. Anybody else return?
Yep. I will be heading to my room.
Alright. Uridan and Cthulhu also, and Ecclesias also, all retiring.
I'm gonna be reading for a little while.
Yeah, I retired to my room.
Okay.
It's late.
I've played the role as bodyguard until I get to the room, and then I go to my own room.
Okay. Cthulhu, after a little while, you go.
Yeah, after like an hour and a half.
Very well. Alrighty. So, as you all enjoy your slumber.
Where is Tejit, by the way?
He was up there with us.
Yeah. He retires too when all of you do. He leaves with all of you.
Okay, we already told
does
him.
he stay with us? Like, does he camp with
He has
somebody?
his own room. Yeah.
Okay.
It's on the king's bill. He gets his own room.
Oh no.
Okay.
So not only is it not just Zio,
Everyone's on the king's bill.
It's the
except for
party
you,
plus
boy.
one.
Yeah.
No plus ones. I should have said as king.
So as you all wake in the morning, and you're all meeting in the lobby, Tejit actually comes up and he's like, well, to kind of pull my weight, I went and got everybody rations, so we don't have to do that.
Oh, I need to do some shopping actually.
God
Thank you,
no.
Tejit.
damn it.
Yeah, so I have like a
Very-
bunch of shopping that I needed to do,
That
arrows,
was-
You know, Tejit,
quills.
Yep.
Tejit, I prefer. Yep, everyone's talking at once.
You all get 10 rations.
Ecclesias.
Nom nom nom.
That was in character, like as everybody was shouting at it. It wasn't me trying to get a word in.
Well, Tejit, I very much appreciate it, and it is. How tall is Tejit? Is he like a child, or is he like a grown-ass
5'10".
adult?
He's like 20.
He's like
something, right?
25. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's older than Zio is, but
He's
you
older
wouldn't
than
know
Zio.
that.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah.
How much do I owe you for these? That
Nothing.
Was,
Nothing. You put me up for the night, and you're escorting me there.
Bill.
I put it on the king's bill.
All done.
Tejit, that's
Well,
very
you
forward
are-
thinking of you. Now we can get a jump start on the day.
Yes.
I actually like reach out and I give him that like honor handshake. Like, damn. All right, kid.
And you take his arm and like hard whip the shoulder. He wasn't ready for it.
Oh,
Do we hear like a like noodle slap against my arm?
if we're gonna do a bunch of shopping, if we're gonna do a bunch of shopping real quick, can I grab that gold and I will go sell it real quick while you guys go do your thing?
I don't think
Because
we need to do shopping. We were about to hit the road because
Zio literally
got
said he
everything.
needs to
He
shop.
was joking.
I also
think
just
that
said I
was-
was joking.
I did not hear that. Okay, well maybe on the way out we can stop by and I can sell this because there's no reason we should carry 3 pounds of gold.
I agree with
That is
that.
That is
We should
very
probably
wise
get
of you
rid
to
of
say
that.
that. Yeah,
Cthulhu, you would know. You would remember the jeweler that you dealt with before. Might want to buy it,
Yeah.
or the smith.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the jeweler that I dealt with before.
All right.
And I'll pull it out of the bag and I'll give it to Cthulhu.
Yep, I will hold it.
All right.
Would
As
you
you
like company?
You guys can come with me, but let's just let me go in there because I can get kind of like returning buyer.
Yeah, I'd say just make
Prices.
it quick as we are trying to,
Yes,
beat
I
this
will.
on.
I will sprint my little orcish legs.
Alright. So as you all make your way there, and Cthulhu, you head in. The similar older gentleman. Hello, and welcome back, Cthulhu. Was it?
Indeed, yes. Hi, hello.
Hello. Are you needing more symbols made?
Yes, actually, I will be. I actually do have this gold that I would see if you could possibly buy off me. It's not purified. I'm coming from a smith. It's gonna take a little bit of work.
Yes, it's a little odd to sell raw unprocessed iron ore to but I could buy it. How many pounds do you have
Gold
here?
It is 3 pounds of gold ore.
Oh, very well. I could how was 12 gold pieces sound?
Being a smith, what is that like a good fair amount?
Make a history check.
Make an animal handling check.
Fuck! Please don't let this be a high. Let's see. History
While
roll.
we're outside, I'm gonna
15.
I should have done it.
You would
Dungeons and
know
Dragons
that
thing.
face value of actual gold coins is 10 gold is about a pound.
Well, considering that, no offense to you, but I've worked with gold and ores my whole life.
Yes.
We can both know it's about 10 gold a pound, even unprocessed.
Oh, no, it'd be 10 gold as gold pieces. Yes, you're right, but now I need to process it, refine it, smelt it, stamp it.
Or you could easily turn it into jewelry that you sell here, as I can see.
I could, you're right. But that will not be what I will be doing.
Could you make... How many symbols could you make out of 3 pounds?
3 pounds.
No.
Probably
300
3.
symbols.
Fucking 3 out of 3 pounds.
Well, this is 3 pounds of unrefined. You're probably gonna get, at best, 3/4 of a pound.
He's been in there a
Okay.
while.
Well, let's...
If you just think you run in, buy it!
Okay, let's just agree on 20 gold.
Performance with persuasion with disadvantage. How about
Disadvantage.
100% more of what you said?
It's only 8 gold extra. Ooh.
Yeah, why does he have
Disadvantage in its
disadvantage?
performance? Okay, so that's a 7 plus 2.
I
Performance?
said persuasion.
9.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Oh, I have a plus 4 in that. Okay, so 7 plus 4,
Nice.
11.
11? Alrighty. 7 plus 4. You said plus
Mhm.
1.
I thought you said it's persuasion, not performance, correct?
Right, I thought you said a plus 1.
I have
Plus
a plus
four?
4 in
Sick.
persuasion.
Alrighty, he goes, how about 15?
15 and 5 silver, and you have yourself a deal, sir.
Buy my gold for silver.
You want me to give you silver for gold? Sure, I will do that. Sure, that is a great deal. Here is 15 gold and 5 silver.
I take it and walk out proudly.
If you just
Oh
thank you and you
my
walk
God.
out.
They negotiated.
Good day to you.
Okay. And Cthulhu comes out with a grin on his face.
Well done. Let's hit the road.
We did it.
I'm
Let's
trying to
go.
train our new companion like a little hand-to-hand combat. So I'm doing light sparring with him.
But he doesn't know about it.
He doesn't know what you're
On
doing.
guard.
I got huh?
We weren't fighting. We were just training. He didn't know about
Yeah,
it.
we were
Yeah, I
using
know.
weapons, not fists. All right,
Basically
he
starts
pulls
heading
his
towards the place we go to.
he pulls his sword out. He's just like twirling it, like, just trying to.
We really need to get going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
I
right, come
agree.
here. Let's
Yeah.
training time. No, just kidding. Let us.
I did it, and we shall go.
Do you really want to train the boy, Tejit, excuse me, in the middle of the road in front of a forge in the middle of the morning in the middle of a town?
Oh well. Cthulhu goes in there to negotiate while we. Oh look, it's Cthulhu. We should get on the road.
Well, the only thing is that didn't Chester say that he was gonna get us something that we could or did he give us something?
Oh, yeah, I
Since
have
we are
that.
going to the town to find. That's literally the quest that we are delaying.
Mm,
Yeah, here, June. I think you should have that. He said you just need to sign on the bottom here, and then there's enough here for 3 uses. And
Oh, we have it.
yes, it's right here. But yeah, you just whatever you write down on here, he will get, and magic stuff.
Makes sense.
I begin walking to the direction of the journey.
Yep.
Nice.
you
guys.
Yes.
I walk
Wow.
towards the journey.
I
go
walk
to
to
the
Jeremy,
journey.
what town are we
As-
going to, Jeremy?
We are going to exactly what my tales.
I know.
Ah,
It's like Freya.
As we're
Frayes?
walking,
No.
I
How do you spell it?
see that Cthulhu has a smile on his face, and so I'm like,
Cthulhu, good job. Did
Yeah,
you
he
finish
bought that book,
book?
for a lot of money.
Cthulhu.
Apparently, the Raven Queen sells here. It's actually insane.
Cthulhu, please, I need to read that book. Or you
Yeah.
could give me a summary. That is also okay.
Oh, I can give you a summary on the way, but yeah, if you want the book, you have to buy it from him.
Cthulhu, you came here specifically to sell the gold.
I start
ore.
walking.
Everybody's
Wait,
walking.
Okay.
You sold the Raven Queen book?
Yeah.
For what reason?
30 gold worth? I'm just kidding. Here you go, and I throw it to him.
Oh,
'Cause I'm like,
that's not a funny joke.
I did get 15 gold, which is about face value.
Cthulhu, it's.
Can I
was a
insight
funny
check
joke, and
You
now
don't know
I
shit
have
about
the book in
blacksmithing.
my
Go
hands.
fuck yourself.
Whether you agree, whether you believe him or not, it's your choice.
I don't believe him.
Okay.
I'm gonna like
I
start
don't
reading
believe you.
the book as we're walking, and then when I realize that you can't like read and walk at the same time, I'm going to put it away.
Very well. Very well. Alrighty. So, is there any last minute things you like to do before leaving
yeah, I
Solarium?
want to find a spa.
Nope.
You gonna get Chester to pay for this one?
Yep.
Yeah. In fact, I was gonna have Chester
I'm
pay
all,
for my shopping as well.
Actually, I was thinking more of a senior. I think he's got a tab this time.
I'm all like fletched out, right? I hit the Fletcher and stuff.
I believe I said you did.
Could I run
Sweet.
into a clothing store and try to get warm weather clothing, please?
Sure. Would anybody else like to do that?
I thought we
No, I got a
I was gonna say,
sick-ass ring.
is mine sufficient?
I don't have it, but I would need.
Yeah. Those of you that already have warm weather clothing, obviously your warm weather clothing is fine.
I don't have one.
We'll say it's just 5 silver.
5 silver?
Yeah.
See that 5 silver, man?
Yeah, that arbitrary number I just made up.
I will if it's 5 silver.
convenient.
I will also buy warm weather clothing because last time I was still chilly, even though I was pretending to not be chilly.
Okay. Very well.
So
It's like, is it like a long jacket?
I got shit first, so I might as well get some too real quick.
Okay. Anybody that's gonna buy some.
Cthulhu, why are you going
I'm-
to buy that? You gave me this ring of warmth.
Yeah, because you looked very cold and I was moderately cold, so like,
Does
gotta help the worst.
does this
Could
place
I
that
at
we're
least
going to? Does this
Reimburse you or something?
Oh, it's not
Would you like to
inclusive.
buy a tent? If we're gonna do a
actually-
quick general goods shopping, then let me
No,
get you
you're good.
prices.
I don't think
Well, I
you,
appreciate
do you have? I don't think you have.
I'm just not gonna
money,
buy clothes, I
Urgent,
have
do
'em.
You?
Nope,
one
I
at a time.
sure don't.
I hand Uridin 8 gold.
2
Oh,
gold
come
for
on,
the tent.
I cannot
Oh,
take this
I
money.
don't have that.
Let me earn my keep, please.
Okay, well, if you I can always give you some if you need something.
If I
Does somebody want to buy
absolutely-
Zio a tent?
I will.
Well, they're 2-person
Yeah.
tents.
Yeah.
How much are
Zio
they-
needs
the-
a two-person
again?
tent.
2 gold per tent.
Buy your own
Well, why
tent,
don't we
Lord
just-
Boonra.
Why don't we get a couple of tents for all of us?
They're 20 pounds.
Like Cthulhu and I could room together in a tent, and like Zio and somebody else, and then Alar can build a snow fort because that's what he does.
I was going to say I did not want to sleep in a tent.
Uridin, do you need a tent for? I guess if it rains, I guess it could get wet.
We
Your
get the
rain.
tent.
How many tents are we getting?
June got
Just get
one.
2 of them.
I'm like, I bought.
You
Okay,
need
so
two.
I bought one for me and one for Zio. Done.
That's
Okay.
all we need.
4
I
gold.
already
Okay.
have one.
Yeah, we're
So,
good.
and there's only 6
Okay.
of you, so.
Then done.
Oh wait, we would need one more because Zio gets his own.
Hell
No, that's still enough.
Wait, is it? Is that enough?
Alo's
yeah.
not sleeping in the tent.
Alo's
Wait,
not sleeping in a
is-
tent.
oh,
Zio's
so
not
it's
getting his
gonna be-
own.
We get our
June
stuff
and
for the
Theo.
travel.
Cthulhu and I, right? That are sharing
Yeah.
tents because there are only 2 people.
Yes.
Oh, look, the town.
I'm just trying to
Frayes.
figure it out. Okay,
I'm
well,
just
if
teasing,
no one
I'm
else
just
is
teasing.
fucking it, I'm down.
Alrighty. So,
We win.
Oh, look, the town.
does anyone know where you're going?
Frayes.
I was actually gonna, as we were
Yeah,
walking,
we're going to
it was-
Frayes.
We're just
It's that
getting
Frayes.
there. We're just getting there. No, I meant, does anyone know where, like...
It's
It's
north of
it's up
Solaria.
north, but, go-
It's by the river.
I go find a god.
Everybody that's done travel in this continent, do a
This is-
intelligence check for me, or wisdom check.
Oh, -1.
Have
would you consider
advantage on
me coming
those.
down to Solaria travel?
Yes.
11.
Okay.
Wisdom check.
Sorry, what
Yeah.
what kind of like wisdom check? Just a straight
Yes.
wisdom check.
Wisdom check.
Okay.
Yep. Wisdom modifier.
Who said 11? Because I agree.
13.
It's the best way of saying you rolled the same thing.
15.
21.
Oh.
I was
Alright.
gonna ask
smarty
Tejit.
pants, get out of here.
I've never
Well,
been there.
it was wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And a
it
dirty
looked.
20.
Oh, okay. June and Aylar know where they're going, so you're going to be your guides.
What did Aylar get? 25?
Dirty 20. Dirty 20.
Oh, dirty 20. Nice.
Alrighty. So, as you all, after only pit stopping for a day in Solaria, leave on your next quest, you start heading up the coast. Did you want to be more inland, or did you want to head up mostly following the coast?
I haven't seen the coast. Oh, no, never mind.
I would say Solaria's on the coast.
On the coast, yeah.
What
also
is
took a boat ride.
colder?
Yeah, that's why I.
On the
grabbed
water
the
would be
boat,
colder.
sure.
And inland.
Let us say
I would
inland.
suggest.
Yeah, inland then.
Alright.
Or would we know which is a more dangerous route, considering we are familiar? Are the roads dangerous? Are there going to be bandits trying to go after us, or is it just going to be?
It really depends on how far out the paved roads go. Just like before.
Okay. I was just wondering if like coast versus inland would threaten us.
Alrighty.
What I missed.
So, I need somebody to do me a favor and roll a d12.
I want to do
I
it.
have one right here. Alrighty.
We're gonna roll multiple, so Eddie, do the first one.
Okay.
I just rolled a 12, so. I hope
Tejit
you
also
guys
has
get
to
it.
roll if.
Well,
he has,
I
like,
rolled
plus
a
12
5.
bonus.
5. Alrighty.
Okay.
And I should get a D12 out.
Uridan, pick a player. Could be you. Pick anyone.
I'm gonna pick Zio.
Thank you.
Of course.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Of course. Let me guess, they dropped some more money, huh?
Oh
I hope so. You deserve it.
Jay, do you have gold this time?
Nope.
What's your highest denomination of money?
Silver.
Alrighty. So,
Come on.
for some reason, you're fiddling with a silver coin. You drop it in the mud, and you're unable to find it.
Thanks, Erudin.
I like look at Zio.
By the way, yeah,
Didn't
you.
this happen before?
I. It's
Stop fiddling with the coins.
happened a few times before. But
I go to reach into my coin purse to pull out a silver coin, and I'm like,
Oh, I am out of silver coins. I am sorry, Zio. That is unfortunate.
Oh,
About
it's
it lying.
okay. It's
What
just the
is happening?
silver.
Just things that are happening on your travels going north right
Zio
now.
lost another coin.
Yeah, Zio was fiddling with another coin and lost it in the mud again.
Well, perhaps it will perhaps it will bring good fortune to any of those traveling back this way.
Yeah.
I can't believe you picked it. Cthulhu, roll a d12.
Oh shit, that's on the table.
why you use a dice tumbler.
2.
No.
Alrighty. So, as you're all coming up on your afternoon stop, you actually all do stumble upon a
Coin in the mud.
yeah. That says suck it. That says suck it, Vundra. No, you find a older campsite.
Oh. Is it
Sorry, was it in the
unoccupado?
evening now?
Yeah, unoccupied. Seems probably been
in
days.
the evening?
Yeah, it's as because you guys are still following the main path that has been cobbled, and this one's maybe
my
about
God.
20 feet off. Not 20 feet, about 20
Okay,
minutes
so
off.
it's nighttime or getting close to.
It's afternoon.
close to time. I am gonna go inspect it and look around
Okay.
and look for the symbol that we saw before. That box, that upside down square that was missing the top.
Okay.
Yeah,
Make an
box with no
investigation
top.
check.
Nice.
That's not horrible. Oh, +0. That's pretty bad then. 10.
Looking around, you do not see any symbols carved into anything.
Alrighty, then I'm just gonna look around the campsite quickly then, other than the
Alright,
symbols.
making another investigation check as you all kind of bunk down on your travels.
19.
19? Alright. As for some reason you see Cthulhu like looking at all the trees and like the signposts, and then he starts like looking around the campsite like a dog, and you find 16 copper and 12 silver pieces.
Oh dang.
Nice.
16 copper, 12 silver.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, look.
Tejit is kind of just in his book, and he flipping through pages as you're all resting.
Oh, if we're resting right now.
It's not your long rest, it's just like a short rest.
During the short
Yeah,
run,
I'm still
actually,
reading
could
that
I
book.
go
Okay.
scavenge for some food, maybe to help save some rations?
Sure, make an animal handling check.
Fuck, that's bad.
You do have a hunter in the party.
No, it's not bad. 15 minus 1, 14.
We'll say you're able to get some small game, sure.
Okay, cool.
Alright, go ahead.
And then,
I was just gonna say I'd like to sit down next to Tejit really quick, and can I ask him? So have you ever been on the road before, or?
You sit down, he shuts his book. Oh, not really much. Ever since, I got to Solaria, I've just been kind of living there.
How did you start magic in the first place?
Well, there was this traveler that always came by our little farm, and he did little, magic tricks, like whiz poppers and, Hoosker do's and Hoosker don'ts.
Hoosker don'ts.
yes.
With or without the scooter stick, but
Wait, are you telling me this man had screaming memes?
yes, and whistle biscuits.
Wow.
What was his name?
I never caught it. I was too young.
Last name is fancy.
I know. His last name was something fancy, but kind of seemed dirty.
Ah, boy.
Where are you from?
Okay.
Where was your farm?
I remember I said it was east. It was small, so we didn't really name it, but...
Okay. So
How
he
about
just
you? Do you travel a lot?
Lately, for a lot of, when I was small, and a lot of my time I spent in my little small village area. My parents owned an inn,
Oh, that's awesome. What was it called?
the Dreaming Owl.
Oh, that's really beautiful.
It was. But then I too, found somebody that passed through, my little town, and she could do all sorts of things, and she inspired me to and allowed me to follow her, and she taught me everything I know.
That's awesome. I wish I had a mentor like that, if I could be as strong as all of you.
Well, it kind of sounds like that's what you're going here for, right?
Trying to, yeah.
Well, just keep it up.
I'll
you
try.
know, Zio too. He was really interested in doing magic and
Zio, you know magic?
Wait, what's up?
You know magic?
Yes. I am an outstanding mage.
Oh, could you like demonstrate some?
Yeah. I've actually been meaning to bring him out. And I will snap my fingers and Duo will come I will summon Duo and he'll come prancing around my feet.
Okay.
Oh boy, I thought we were gonna have to wait 4 hours for his fireball to show up.
Hey, I've got that one down, okay?
Oh, well, we got some ground to travel, so
Let's get a picture of that.
let's go.
Tejit, you had mentioned that you were from a small unnamed farming town. Is that west of Merk Meadow Springs?
Well, it's been some time since I've been there. I might have grown.
I was going to say, because we did stop in a unnamed farming town.
Do you know?
What was that, Cthulhu?
Do you know somebody named Sunny?
Sunny. No. No, that name
Might have
doesn't
been
ring a
in
bell.
It could have been a different village. I'm sure there are others out there like that.
Is
I'm
it right
sure
next to
that
the
there were.
mountains?
I could see the mountains, but they were pretty far off.
Oh yeah, we renamed that place Mountain View.
We named it.
Yeah, we did.
With the name.
more like that's just what we call it.
I went
Just
to
like
high
the
school
British
there.
coming in. This place already has a name by the locals, but we're gonna name it what we want to call it.
Yep.
Alrighty. As you all finish
Real
up your
American.
lunch and you move on for the day, Zio, roll a d12. D12.
Will do. 2.
Alright. As as the air from the sea that's coming in is still pretty chill, even though you're somewhat off, it is a very clear night, and you are able to all sleep under the stars, and you have a good night's rest.
Cool.
I would prefer to sleep in my tent.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna cast, just as a precaution, purified food and drink on the small game that I caught.
Okay.
Good thinking.
That's good thinking.
And I will,
Just-
and I will use
just-
my font
After,
to give us clean water.
after June's mishap.
Uh-huh.
Is that me?
Yeah, after we had shits on the way to Book Meadows.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that was
the
me.
shit.
I'm pretty sure.
You picked poop berries.
You picked poop berries.
I
feel
asked
like
who
I
was
rolled-
making the dinner, and you were like, I'm gonna make the most bitchin' salad.
I feel like okay, well then maybe it was another roll because one of the times I rolled really high and I
think you
did.
rolled
Oh,
really
you
high,
did
but
make-
fine
really
if
good.
You
ends
made
up
an
giving us the
amazing
shits.
tea, but a few days after that, you just gave
Yeah.
everyone the
Oh,
rumbles.
I made like shit salad.
Yeah.
Shitberry salad.
Pretty much.
She thought she was
Man,
picking
these
up
berries are
and
awfully
they were
soft and brown and small and poop.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
They're high in fiber.
June, as your next day starts, roll a d12.
For shitberries?
Mm-hmm.
4.
For shit
I got 4 shitberries.
We've become the shit berries. That's our name. Now.
4.
Greetings, King. We are the shitberries.
Alright, you all have a, your morning starts without any interruptions. You all have a normal start.
Hey.
And then Ecclesias, roll a d12.
What color? What color to do?
Blue.
How about the oh, that's
Good.
the first one that I grabbed. Nice blue.
Ah.
Random note: while we
11.
have downtime, I am reading that book very intently.
Okay.
Ecclesias
mean,
rolls
I'm
a
reading
one,
Yeah, I feel like you would have wanted me to say that. So.
a 1t1.
Alright. So, as you are all heading through and you go to bunk down for your afternoon tea, your second breakfast, you all notice a skeleton by a tree.
Ooh,
And upon closer inspection, Ecclesias,
Expansion.
you notice that it has a old, would be wooden pan flute
You know,
and a dilapidated journal next to it.
I'll grab that flute, and
you know,
as I kind of like blow it off the dust and kind of clean it and inspect it. Does it look like it's playable? Does it look like it's cracked? Or...
It looks like it might need to have some TLC, but you might be able to play it. Yeah, it's been sitting here for probably a while.
Yeah, I'll kind of like wipe it off, and I'll just be like, I'll just try to do like the first note and just like, whoo, and see if it gives a good tone.
Seems pretty good.
And then I'll see if I can do like a quick flutter.
Yeah, you guys hear Wayne's World over in the corner.
Yeah.
Please.
No, what did you
It's
say?
actually
We
pretty
noticed
Fair way.
journal.
As you know, well, you're reading your book, but Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, I was gonna grab the journal. As
You
well.
all look over as he
Not, like,
is now
pocket it,
playing a pan flute.
Hey.
Yeah.
I still got it. And is anybody?
I'll kind of like thumb through it carefully if it looks brittle.
It's pretty brittle, and as you look through it, most of the pages are not really recoverable, but you do notice that the pages have musical notes on them.
Oh, hey, look at this. Well,
Can I?
I found.
Go ahead. Sorry, Jimmy.
I'll just look down at the skeleton,
And I'm sorry whatever brought you to this fate, fellow bard, but may you rest in peace. A very musical one at that.
and then I'll pocket the two things as I kind of study the musical notes.
Okay, cool.
I want to walk up to the skeleton and see what type of anatomy or creature it was.
Okay. So as you walk up, make an investigation check.
Once
And I would be reading my book
attention
as
is
well.
brought to
Okay.
Ecclesiastes playing the pan flute, and like I do like, oh okay, and I was like, wait, that's a skeleton. I would then be like, okay, I would investigate this skeleton.
Okay.
It's a dead
19.
So either you can do it as well, Ayla, or you can give him advantage.
All right. Oh, that's already have two.
I'm playing with
You said investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The roll was not great. Wait, did you say advantage?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
My roll was 4.
Okay. It's a humanoid to you. Before I tell Uridan, Duo is just kind of doing the...
Where is
Just
Duo
hopping
been
back
the
and
whole
forth.
time?
I know exactly what you're doing because Rogue does.
And,
So does Peggy.
and then as it's sitting there and you make a move, it runs in a circle.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be playing with him.
And then his two tails like come up and point at you.
My attention just darts over.
Yep.
And Uridan, as you are inspecting this humanoid, everything for the most part seems to make you inclined to believe it's a human. But as you look at the upper jaw, you see 2 longer teeth in the front.
Would that like ring any bells? Like this was an orc or a half orc?
It does not look to be any of those. You would know that the bone structure of an orc or half orc, the skull would be different. This is definitely a human.
It's not a cat.
I'll turn to the group and I'll say, you know, as I looked at this old skeleton, it all seemed very human type, but these teeth though, like you know, the old stories of grandmother. My gosh, your teeth.
Well, who here knows about creatures?
I don't know. I'll kind of like come up and kind of inspect them. Have I heard or of anything?
If everyone like, you can all make a, we'll say, animal handling check.
Animal handling.
Animal handling?
I know.
It's expensive.
Zero.
With that.
I
Zero.
know shit about fuck.
10.
2!
10, okay.
1 minus 1.
Man,
16.
okay.
It's a vampire.
I think mine rolled from a 16 to a 3. So
Okay.
3.
That's what happened.
Zio, what was yours?
It's probably not.
4.
Man! You all really don't know what this thing is. Uridan, as you're looking at it, it does remind you of old stories you heard when you were a kid to keep you from leaving your town at night, because they said that beasts that stalk the night had a similar physique to this.
Oh, none of you were help at all, but I think I came to the conclusion that my father and mother would tell me to stay home because there are beasts that stalk at night. But still, you guys don't know anything. We can keep walking.
I'm just amazed that with that teeth structure, he's able to produce a sound on that flute.
I am just.
Does he
wondering
have
what
any
killed
other
him.
wares? Is there like a bag or like tattered clothing?
Everything else seems to be
He doesn't
away
have
with
like
the
a
earth.
red ribboned big emblem here. And
Hey guys, is there any clothes on the body?
No,
or is it
there's nothing left other than what I've described.
Are there any are any of the bones like broken or like any sign on
No.
like the structure that would be like injury?
No, it does not seem to be any form or any signs of a struggle.
Why?
Just for
How much? Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say just for Jessica's sake, does this spot get like really sunny?
As you look up, it does.
Okay.
oh no, he was a ginger.
Wow.
How?
Why is it wearing no clothes?
I know that pain.
Well, wait. Yeah, he did say the journal was there. So
Why is it wearing no clothes, but the journal is still there?
I don't want to give you nightmares, but I think he was a werewolf.
A musical.
Do you make that
werewolf.
face?
Yep.
Do you kill it? Wait, are werewolves good or bad? We do not.
Well,
have
it
these
depends on your
fairy tales.
definition of good and bad, because good on one person could be bad to another.
Oh god damn
Or
it!
maybe
here we
somebody
go again.
took his clothes.
Or his clothes shut off when he went from Jeffery to werewolfery.
And then died.
Died.
Should we?
How
move
much
ahead?
am I through with this book that I've gotten like 3 days ago?
Reading it on and off in between your rests, you're probably, an eighth of a way through it.
Holy shit, it's thick.
I'm 2 C's. I'm curious though. In this journal there are musical notes, and I might be a bit rusty, but then just for fun while we're here.
I wanna see if I can how well I can sight read this. If there's multiple ones, I'll see if I can start
Okay.
from the beginning or find.
You
I'll start
find
at the
the
very
one
first
that's the best that you could probably read off of, and me totally knowing how to describe sheet music, it seems
There's
to
a
be a
bunch of
very
backwards Bs.
means to be a very somber song.
But I am able to play all the notes.
Give or take, yeah.
Does anything unusual happen after I do the?
I look around.
Make a perception check.
Is it the Twilight Zone music? Do-do-do-do.
Oh, it's gone. What the ass? Nothing good. 6 with the +3.
Nothing happens around you. You can tell that the the flute itself is kind of warm after you're done playing it.
It's strange. The flute swarm. The
Can
flute
we-
swarm.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure.
I was supposed to say, detect
On flute?
magic.
Should we decapitate this skeleton, Uridin? Is
Well,
that
if we-
in your
The-
folktales?
June.
seems
I don't
rude.
know. I don't think decapitation of something that is already deceased is gonna necessarily cause anything but more trauma to maybe my own eyes.
7.
7.
Do
The
not-
only
don't
thing you're
forget
able to
the-
see is right around the front and the back of it. There are little, very tiny runes.
I noticed that she's now like just kind of like walked up silently and just like.
Yeah, I
And
was
so I'll
about
like
to
hold it
say-
out. So she
Yeah,
can get
I
better look
literally
at
I got a
it.
As soon as I
7.
heard
I got a
that,
7
I-
with a +5 on Arcana.
Oh,
I,
damn.
But
I
I did.
detected magic.
If you
I
cast
will
detect
point-
magic, it is not magical.
Well,
I
right
will
there.
point out the runes to Ecclesias because I know that you, and I'll say, hey, the other, you're pretty good with this stuff. Do you know what it says or what that could mean?
I'm like I spin it and I look pretty closely, and if there's any like dirt or grime, I try to like carefully like either blow it off or use my my nail to kind of like archaeologist it. But yeah,
Archaeologist it.
do I recognize these runes, or does it like ring a bell with any other instruments I might have
With
seen?
how decrepit it is, it's hard to really make out. June barely could even just see the outline of them.
It's not
Okay.
magical, so
Looking at it, it looks to have at least been magical at one point.
Yeah, they're nothing. They're just markings in it, and but it plays nice.
Are we resting here for the night?
No, this
Or
is
is this a short
noon.
rest?
Yeah, this is noon. As you all sit down to have your meal for the midday, Tejit does ask, so why are all of you going there again? Like, what's your purpose?
we have to mass murder everybody there. That is what we are paid for.
That's not true.
I just go "Toot," as he's talking.
Yeah, that's not. That's not.
I just look at him with disappointment. Like, come on, man.
Cthulhu is our joker.
I remember Chester told us to do something, but if I am honest, I have a bad memory. I must be getting old.
Yeah,
Oh.
you really are getting old.
All right. Well, very well then.
Where are you guys going? Nobody knows.
No.
Tejit, I don't want to like spill our entire bean sack all over you. So like,
Sounds
But-
wrong.
We're
But I
secret
do-
spies.
I just want we have our goals that you don't need to know about. Your weird ear toss hurt too much as it is.
Can I cast message on
Wait.
Uridan real quick?
Of course you can.
Hang on. You did the ear toss. Wouldn't you have heard what we were talking about?
I was about to say, yeah. You would have heard why we're going there.
Yeah.
I don't think you
Because
caught
we
that
were
part
with
of it. That's
Chester.
I wasn't
know.
listening the whole time, but what's your message, Ecclesiastes?
Just to Uridan, I just wanted to say real quick.
Don't you think that he will prove better and asset and companion if he knows what we are doing?
Is this the type of spell that I have a chance to respond?
Yeah, you can respond to it. It's just not like the 25 words. You can say whatever you want.
Message is different than mine. Like I need to specify that, like you can respond. Message, I think it's
okay.
included.
So you have like telepathy, and then that's a message. Gotcha. Yes, but to an extent, I want to kind of keep some things close to the group.
June, you were going to say something before we got off track. Is there something you wanted to tell Tejit?
Well, I was just gonna tell Tejit that one, from what we've been told, that we may need to kind of keep a distance and do some investigation, not only because of what we're looking for, but also Tejit, if you plan to go to this college, what we've heard so far about the city is that it might not necessarily be a safe place at the moment.
Oh, very well. I won't cry. It's okay.
Well, also, I think that your skill, especially, at least the one that we have seen, could be useful in what we need to do. I'll kind of look around to everybody else.
I could definitely help.
I told you we're spies.
I can definitely do that.
Yeah, we saw.
Yep.
I don't know how much of our conversation you heard with your little, trick there, but from what we know is that the mayor of this town has stopped contacting, was it Solaria?
Mhm.
Has stopped contacting Solaria, and that there is assumption that a group of, we'll just call them criminals for now, may be involved, and that therefore the mayor may be in danger, and either way, our job at the moment is to find out what's going on with the mayor and why the contact has ceased.
Oh, that sounds very intriguing. Maybe this can help too. It's something else I can do. And he kills all of you. He's like, hold on, let me think for a second. And he sits down and he opens his eyes and then he puts his hand over one eye, and then you guys see on the stump across the fire, you see an eye appear there,
So fucking
and you
weird.
see it like look around.
I'm going to have to get used to this, Tejit.
How do you do that?
Wait, does it make you see from like a longer range away?
As he takes his hand
There's
off his
no
eye and
depth
it fades,
perception.
and he goes, I'm sorry, I'm unable to speak when I'm doing that, but yeah, I can see from where the eye is. The range is a little limited, but
How is it with
That
depth
is-
perception?
it's odd. Kind of like a fish eye. Just everything's bubbled.
How long
So,
can
like-
you do that?
As
Yeah,
long as I
like-
concentrate.
And how far can you is the extension of that?
About 30 to 60 feet, somewhere in there. I
Oh,
haven't
that
tested its full stretch yet.
You and me need to come up with strategies. I have ideas. You're making my brain work, and it doesn't hurt. It's a good feeling.
Well, then I am happy to oblige and help you all on your quest.
Tejit, maybe you look up to us, but I must say you are quite clever of yourself.
Thank you.
I told you they would
Back
come
off
around,
early.
Tejit.
Well,
Yeah, Alar, you just need to back off because I want to work with him first. You can use him after when I am done.
I am not going to use him. I was just complimenting. I have my eyes. I do not need his. But what he can do is very cool.
As he's shutting his book,
Yeah.
June, because you're sitting right next to him, you kind of notice that there's a sketch of what looks to be like a really crude sketch of what's it called? The shoreline and like a big formation of rocks. He shuts his book. He's like, "Well, we probably should keep going if we're gonna make good time."
Yes. Let us get on the road.
Yeah.
All right. And then Alar, if you could roll a d12 for me.
As he's rolling the dice, oh, never mind. We're not on the shoreline. We're in the inland. I do nothing.
Had to find my D12. 10.
Nice.
10's such a
Alright.
nice number.
10 is a very nice number.
Except if you're rolling a D20.
All right. So,
Have it.
as you're all heading out, you come up to it's a very small pond, probably only about 40 by 50 feet. As the the air starts to grow very cold, and the light starts to fade as the trees are blocking most of the sunlight. You all start to hear some sort of loud clamoring and gurgling from the area where the pond is.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Divine sense if anything is undead or celestial.
Cthulhu, what are you doing?
I just
Does that sound like-
my eyes turn golden and I'm just looking into the pond.
Does that sound like somebody might be drowning? Like, should we rush over there?
Do I see bubbles?
How far
That's
are we
okay.
off of the shore of the excuse me, the pond? Like,
I can tell you. Give me 1 second.
I would say, for the first time in a long time. Oh,
Apoo.
am I muted? No, I'm not. Okay.
Combat.
For the first time in a long time, makes me feel weird, and I'm gonna pull out my shield. I don't have my sword out, but I just have my shield out.
Yeah, I'll follow Alar's lead and equip my shield.
Yeah, if I see you guys do that, I'll actually like ready a ray of frost in my fingies.
and I would like to crouch down and sneak and slowly slink 30 feet forward, trying to keep something in between me, like a direct line of sight from the pond and me, like there's a
Okay.
tree or a.
Cthulhu, how
Shrubbery.
far does that reach out?
60 feet.
Alrighty. Are you within 60 feet of the pond?
I would, yes.
You'd try to be?
Yes, I'd try to be.
Alright, so everybody's slowly getting closer.
And I have my shield out when I pop that.
Make everybody make a stealth check.
Are we all sneaking?
I'm not. Okay. Yeah,
Unless,
sure.
if you don't want to sneak, you don't have to.
I mean, it's a disadvantage anyway, so 17, but yeah. 5.
Okay.
24.
When my eyes go off, I kind of, and also am imbalanced.
6.
Okay.
I got a natural 20 and a
Nice.
7, so 6.
You butthole.
Alrighty. Well,
I gotta
How
do
is
us like
my
that, 0.
9 like not
One of
the
the
lowest?
highest.
Like I got a 9 and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be like the second, and then okay, I guess I'm.
No,
Where-
I
where-
actually
where-
did the worst. I got
you're-
6.
No, I got a 5.
Oh, okay.
Would we have
Yeah,
changed into our warm clothes at some point? Did we do that already?
yeah, I would assume you're all in it.
The warm clothes that
Okay.
Clesius bought. What type? What is it?
I would assume that they're just thickly padded coating.
Well, the reason why I asked is because my thickly padded coating gives me a disadvantage on stealth for some reason. I
I mean, it wouldn't replace that as armor. Or, I mean, it could, but no, you're wearing armor. This wouldn't replace your armor.
No, like my padded armor gives you a disadvantage for whatever reason in 5e, and so I was wondering if like the winter jacket, like, yeah, because it kind of blew my mind when I realized that padded armor gives you disadvantage. So if our warm clothes are padded, wouldn't we all have disadvantage?
No, I'm not gonna do it that way. No.
Okay, 25.
25. Alrighty.
Oh, okay.
So
Random thing. Padded armor is actually a whole thing completely separate from winter clothes. It's I forget what the word was they used for it, but it wouldn't be like similar.
So as you all get closer, you get within about 60 feet, and you can see the pond has a pretty sharp drop in, so you aren't able to actually like see into it. But you do hear some like clanging of weaponry and stuff, and you hear a quick shriek as it goes silent. You guys are about 60 feet away. What would you like to do?
Did my divine sense pop anything?
It does not ping anything now.
Do I know the direction of it?
Oh, you can tell it's like 6. It's just beyond your vision in front.
I
of
want
you.
to cast fairy fire in that general direction.
Okay.
Weird.
So I actually stand up and like I have my hands like this, and then as I open it up like a pink like thin translucent square, and then I just go woof as it goes out 60 feet.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like the max of my range, and so in a 20-foot cube in that area, anything in that area needs to make a dexterity saving throw of 12 or higher, lest they be outlined in disco lights.
Wow. 3, 6, 8. All right.
Yeah.
So, do dead bodies ping or just alive things?
I think that's your discretion, DM.
I would
It says
assume
each
just alive
object-
things.
Well, it says each object.
We'll go dead bodies because it's better for my flavor. We're gonna do dead bodies. It's better for my flavor. So, what you see, everyone, you see the outline of 3 figures that seem to have some type of weaponry. It's hard to tell just by outlines. One of them does look long and kind of has like a trident at the end of it a little bit. And then you see what's a humanoid from the neck down, and then you see a long cylindrical head that kind of is encompassing the upper torso of another humanoid.
And everything's dead.
No, just the
How many
thing in
dead
the
bodies?
mouth of the thing is dead.
Oh.
You all see that creepy shit, right? You all
Yeah,
see that.
I take out my. At this point, I take out my sword as well.
What say we leave?
And
Yeah, I've ready arrow action.
Yeah, I already had a ray of frost ready.
okay. I can yell out. We can figure this out.
I will if I see an outline of a so you said it's like a torso and then a long
Imagine a
cylinder,
human
like
with
worm
a
type
long
thing.
kinda. Yeah. You can get closer to find out if you want.
I was gonna say if I see June like writing up a spell, I actually like smack her on the back. I was like, yeah, you go get it. But I'm gonna be like, yeah, I believe in you. And I'll
Yeah,
give her a
I'm
bardic
just
and-
gonna
I'll
I'm
give-
just
and then
gonna walk a
I'll
little
give-
closer, but yeah,
Just so
I'm
you
gonna-
all know, because you can tell
I'm
from
gonna-
the spacing, to actually see what is in this kind of pit, you're gonna have to like walk up to the edge of it.
All right, well, I will do
the
that,
water?
and then as I do that, I'm gonna shoot that weird worm.
So first thing you see,
person
well,
eating.
there's 3 of them.
There's 3 of the worm things.
Yes.
Before
Fuck.
before we go further, I just want to say I'm going to try to be on the right of Cthulhu, and I'm going to tell him,
Cthulhu, I am on your right.
All right.
I gave
I will-
June
I
bardic
will be
inspiration,
there,
by the
and,
way.
you know,
I
just
feel like we're
positioning
gonna
wise.
be-
So that way.
All right. And
Okay.
Tejit goes,
And
I
then-
will, I can do the thing if you want.
Yeah, Tejit, give me eyes, please. Let me know
Yeah,
what
throw
you
your
see.
eyes down there.
Yeah. And he crouches down, and he takes a deep breath, and he puts his hand to his eye, and
What does it sound like, DM? Macaroni noises?
you don't hear anything actually, from his point of view.
I put my hand on his shoulder just
I
before
meant
he
like-
casts his spell.
I'm like, what does it sound like when he does it make no noise when he does it?
He just puts his hand
Oh.
over his eye.
It's not-
And about 30 seconds to a minute passed, and he comes back. He's like, there's like there's like 7 or 8 dead bodies. They have some sort of like armor on them, but there's these 3 weird creatures that have like seaweed, and they're like bluid gray skin. They have one of them has like a long like eel head or something like that. Another one has a really large mouth with like rows of teeth, and the other one I couldn't really see.
What
I
I'm
really
gonna
wish I-
grab my hand axe out of my bag, and I'm gonna try to throw it right at where the edge of the water is, to see if I can provoke something to come up and try to grab it. Like I grab my hand axe, and
Okay,
throw it.
roll to hit.
As he does that, I will.
Wouldn't he
do
get
I add-
advantage
do
with
I-
the fairy fire?
You're rolling to hit, so
Okay, it's a 12, but I don't know what else I add to it.
we're just gonna say a 12 because you're not trying to hit a person. As you, and it hits the edge and goes over.
Did you roll with advantage?
Oh. 12.
Okay, so it goes over. As you all hear a "Growl" from the other side.
Oh, this is gonna be fucked.
From the other side?
Yeah, from the thing that's made a sound.
Oh.
At this
Why
point, I'm
did you
just
do?
going.
Why did you do that? Why did you throw that?
Just to make sure they're not gonna, kill us, but they definitely are.
You all
Well, if
see.
they don't-
Yeah, you just said told them that we were here. They had no fucking clue, but now they know.
As you're having
I'll
this
kinda-
discussion,
Did you-
you all kind of
June, what are
see.
you doing?
You all see a head kind of like slink up and just look, and it looks like an eel.
I'm
Just-
a ray of frost it.
Hello, mate.
Okay, it has 3/4 cover.
I have spell sniper.
Nice.
And you can add a d6 to your roll.
All right,
If,
roll
well,
to
I
hit.
mean, you can add a d6 to whatever, but you have inspiration, and you should mark that on D&D Beyond so you don't forget it.
Where do you do that?
At the very top, next to speed.
Does this look like?
Okay.
I guess would I know fey creatures?
You would have already known it was Fae. It is not Fae. Cthulhu would have told you.
Yeah, because of Cthulhu's.
Oh, I can see if it's Fae?
Do
Maybe.
I have?
It's
do I
not
have
fair, I
advantage
guess now.
because of fairy
Okay,
fire?
yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yes, you have advantage
you have
because of fairy
advantage.
fire.
Okay, so the first attempt is
Yeah. No.
an 18.
Okay, and the second one.
Is a 17.
All right,
Is that
they hit.
twice?
Roll damage.
Okay. Well, I'm only shooting one, but
What level?
okay. It's just a ray of frost.
9.
Oh, okay. What's
It
the
was
range?
It's actually. probably
it's
worth
120 feet now.
Oh, you're good.
Jesus.
Fuck your range.
Spell sniper.
Fuck your range, chicken boy.
Because yeah, that's the one that I had ready.
Noodle
All right.
bitch.
Noodle bitch.
You slimy fuck.
That slimy fuck.
Oh, we're not level 5 yet. When are we gonna be level 5, DM?
When we start killing things and doing things.
Probably after this encounter.
We'd be
Yeah, I
level
wanna be
16
level
if we were just
5.
on RP.
I'll be level 5, but that's not bad.
Right?
6.
All right. So as you shoot
Nice.
this ray of frost, as you just see about an eye, and
Freeze
as it
eyeball.
hits it, you see that the head shoots up, and it is like as the head shoots up, it's probably like 5 feet long of just the head, as it like slinks back down to the, and that's where we're gonna pick it up next session.
Yeah.
I want to fight something, please.
I want, yeah.
And that-
Like, didn't Tejit just say there's like 7 dead bodies?
Yes.
Yeah, we gotta save these poor travelers.
Yeah, I'm like, if
Who are
it's not
dead.
us, if it's
Dude,
not
there's-
us, it's gonna be the
Well,
next
not
people.
I mean, like the
There's
next
gold- there's
one.
gold at the bottom
Yeah,
of the lake.
those ones.
Yeah.
Dead bodies for
Speak
my flavor.
Yourselves. I think I'm tempted. Ayla, just nah.
Yeah. See,
Big
I'm not.
fives.
Yeah, I'm not murder hoboing. I'm thinking of future people.
Oh,
It's a
straight up-
monstrosity.
Sure.
I'm saying monstrosity. I
Cthulhu's
don't
like,
know if it's a
I've been waiting for
monstrosity,
this.
Right? I
But-
want to use my
Whoa, whoa.
thunderous
Not
snipe
Why are you so
on the
defensive,
monstrosity.
June?
You're right,
You're
Jack.
so
So many
defensive,
subs
dude.
today because
just-
Beast is
I'm
an
just
insane man.
Preemptively explaining my thought process.
Oh yeah, your murder tactic. I get it.
I was about
Okay.
to
Explaining
cast
the murder
Blast on
tactic.
everybody too.
Let's go.
Yeah, when that thing comes up, the Stark, I want to cast Bless. but
Yes,
we'll
thank
get
you, Beast of Darkness, for gifting 20
Yeah.
motherfucking subs.
For
Motherfucker.
real.
that.
Insane.
All of them.
And then again,
Every
welcome
single-
Ms. Patchy, Ghost, Lilith, Mark, May, Kay, Roll with Advantage, Dark on Rules, Drusser,
Are these all followers?
Ambinator, Verbin, Fixel, HMS, Beagle, Zebra Paisley, Mallard, Popcom, Pepper, Brillin, Frost, VTech, Eduardo.
Holy cow! So wait, did we hit 100 followers?
We did not hit 100
Not yet.
followers, but we did get a fuckload
But-
of subs.
Oh, that was
We
the
need
subs?
help.
Okay.
Money.
Those are all subs. Those are all
Those are
subs.
just
Oh my
subs.
goodness. How many sub? We need to talk about this off stream, but Jesus.
But
Wait,
we do need like
We need 2
help.
new ideas
With
for
5.
emotes now.
Yeah.
We need 5 followers.
Yeah,
We
so
need help.
anyone
Yell
in the
at your
chat right
friends.
now, if you have a recommendation or a wish for a new emote,
Drop it in the Discord.
put it in the
give us
chat
your
right
idea.
now. Put it in the Discord. Let us know somehow.
But we
And
want to hit.
I'll be working on
100
that this
followers.
week.
We're 5 away
If
from 100
anybody
followers.
new
I
is
know.
here and does and has enjoyed their time, make sure you hit that follow button so you know when we're
Yeah.
going live.
Absolutely.
You might get
Just like
gifted a
these
free
noodle
sub.
monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might get a free
anyone
sub.
That's
Like-
old, has been following us for a while. Feel free to share. You know,
Yeah.
we have a Twitter and Facebook and Instagram that you can share stuff from.
Wait, why am I fucking 2000?
Yeah, if you like, Nick, that's an awesome point. Like anybody, if you have other friends that like D&D or, you know, just think that
Are we doing
they'd
crazy
like
lights?
to, put
Yeah.
us on in the
Crazy
background or
lights?
something, share us. You know, you guys are
Good.
what make us us.
Come on.
Yeah,
Hell
it's all
yeah.
because
No,
of you
that-
We
guys.
love you all.
Join us.
Right.
Cute
So-
duo fox emote.
I would also like to
Oh
point out
shit, that's a
because,
fucking cool idea. I
A
might
duo Fox
actually-
emote?
I can do
I'm
that.
fine.
Just
Oh,
emo?
duo.
Okay.
Fox
A
emo.
duo emote. I
That's
love
cool.
duo emote.
That would be sweet.
Oh,
I
who
d- I
doesn't
do
love a
wanna-
cute fox emote? Let's be honest.
true.
here.
I don't. I want an ugly fox.
I only like ugly foxes.
I don't.
I also like
There's
know
no
if
such
we said this,
thing.
What was
I don't
that?
know if we
What
said
was
it
that,
What did you
Jay?
say, Jay?
But I didn't want to forget that all of our music, in particular the music that you heard at the break, but also throughout our sessions, are made by the fantastic Ecclesias. We hired the bard himself, Ecclesias,
Yeah.
to make our music.
The bard
So,
plays a bard.
The bar.
If you were thinking
Bard
how
plays
wonderful
bard.
our music is,
Murder
buy a flute now.
emote.
Murder emote.
Ecclesias makes it.
A murder emote.
Technically, you get the first.
That would be awesome.
We're all
to have
star
an emote
power
of
right now.
June stabbing someone.
I love how it's June too. It's not.
yeah.
Yeah, we got.
June going all like The Shining on
Oh
someone.
no.
Like,
June's dark side comes out.
yeah.
She's actually stabbing people with Urd and Sport
There we
during the night.
go. Heck yeah.
and then there's just Nick.
Me just sitting here. really is my life. Like anytime I've found myself in a club, I am the person against the wall. Like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. Why did I agree to come here? I don't know.
Why are the cops at my house? Why is mine just red and blue?
I
saw some
think
yellow.
it picks it up.
Not
yeah.
purple.
No, not that one.
Oh
this
my
one.
goodness.
You go super fast.
Straight red.
But all right,
start
let's
putting,
kill
like,
those for a
seizure
second.
warning?
Let's
You
kill
You guys
those
are
for
gonna
a second.
you guys are gonna make us have to put like a seizure warning on the
Yeah.
on the start of our
A
stream.
little
Just
seizure.
dance party with the lights when we reach 100 followers. I'm down.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
let's do that.
So
Like if we reach it like during stream, are we gonna stop stream completely and
like
just
that.
immediate
Yeah,
dance
it's just
party?
immediate dance party. Like, shut up, beast! They like my idea.
Shut up, June.
I
No, we'll do that.
don't-
We'll do that on a
I
Tuesday
don't
or
dance.
Because we were.
But I will
Just
dance for 100 followers.
Yeah, there we
Okay,
go.
everybody, you want to see Eddie dance?
No, you
really
don't.
do.
You
Yeah.
don't want to.
I
but
do.
will.
You do, and that's why we need 100 followers.
Exactly.
Well,
Murder
on that
I know,
note, for the
murder
outro, thank you again, Beast, for the 20 gifted subs. That puts you at a
Oh my
total of
God.
25. That's fucking insane, I believe. 25 is it? Or is it 30? Yeah,
Let me check.
25. That's
25.
fucking insane.
That's fucking
Thank you for
insane.
everybody that was hanging out today. Make sure that you join our community Discord so you can come hang out, have fun, give us cool ideas. 100 followers equals merch. Nope. Thank you again for everybody that's been here. We already have more emotes that we have to make. But make sure you follow all of our socials so you know when we're going live. If there's any cool updates we have for all of the new shows that we have in the works, hint, hint. As well as the cool stuff that we're putting out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So make sure you go follow there. But we are going to be sending it to a channel called Never Say Dice, which is a play. I read their bio, which is a play on the movie Goonies for Never Say Die.
What? Yeah. My favorite
really
movie
awesome.
of all time.
Yeah. So when we go in there, everybody that does have a sub, which should be practically everyone.
I know.
All right, we're gonna put nothing. We're gonna spam sporks and do hashtag Spork Army. Just wait for the Arcane Archives channel to throw it in first. But it seems like they're doing a grim kind of adventure. It looks like it seems to be like a
cool.
more of a Nook Meadow kind of thing. So make sure everybody follows that. Follows them, gives them some love, and wait for us to put the Spork Army out. But thank you for everybody. You're so amazing. Thank you, Beast. You're an amazing person, and I'm going to fist fight you in chat. But take care, everybody. We will see you next week for the next chapter of the Arcane Archives. See you all later. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
No, you guys.